No problem.
Was shot and killed in North Korean territorial waters.
These days, it's okay to do some things halfway.
For cheap, man. $25 and then $5 for that extra long cable.
Okay, we're up.
Do they work good, Doc?
Yeah, they're fine.
And that cable, the cable should be long enough. Ooh, I got updates on that moving company.
Oh, and Johnson?
Yeah, let's get her up. Tell Daft to get her up.
You know, it did not look good on video, and I certainly understand that, but we got to allow for all the details to be made public.
Okay, the camera came up first time.
Mine did?
Yep.
Cool. Now we look beautiful.
Filter still broke.
Yeah. I think I might switch over my mower to the snow blower this weekend. I usually wait till it's snowing, then it's fucking cold.
Yeah, you're gonna mow at least one more time, aren't you?
I don't think so. I was looking at it. In fact, I'm staring at it right now. I don't think so. It wouldn't even take a half inch. Everything stops growing out here. I don't mean the grass that I do with the electric mower, but the tractor shit, man. It quit growing about a month and a half ago.
Should get a goat.
You know what, man? We've got some neighbors right up the road. Got like 5 of them.
This report is sponsored by CBS.
Supposedly they just eat weeds, but I don't know about that.
Possible crash downtown. Northbound I-25 approaching Colfax, seeing solid backups to about Alameda. Watch out for delays on that.
Oh, really?
Also, crews are still working on that westbound I-70 El Colorado. Second crash at the same location this morning. Left lane blocked, solid backups to Central Park. Also, watch out for delays in Commerce.
But it's
4-dog family.
yeah, but it won't be for long.
Mostly sunny today.
Are you thinking of having a...
No, that fucking Doberman is like walking death.
I don't know. That looks like it's going to be 150 years old and human.
You mean the Great Dane, that's so.
Fuck, man, that damn
No, it's a Doberman.
It's a Doberman?
Mark's Doberman.
Oh, wow.
I found her the other day just staring at the window. Not out the window, but literally kind of like at the window.
Is meditating.
That's what it looked like, and I was like, fuck, did she just die standing up? Is that possible?
Does she eat? Does she eat well?
Here's the problem. I gotta feed her by herself now. It takes her forever, but the other dogs will just jump on her food now. Even the little beagle, who she beat up for 15 years, will now just, he'll come in and just push her out of the way.
Really?
Let me tell you, dogs don't like take care of their elders like humans, man. They like push them out. I think in the wild, don't they push the old wolves and shit out and they go die by themselves?
Yeah, that's what they did to the Indians.
Oh, really? The Indians did that?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
You hear me?
Well, back then, you couldn't produce, you couldn't live.
I actually saw a movie. It was a comedy, but they brought up the young Indian brought up 4 old Indians to a cliff and said, okay, you don't want to be a burden on your family anymore. It's time to jump. And they all argued which one would go first, so one jumps, and of course, it was the most horrible death, bouncing off the cliff.
Jeez.
And the other 3 were like, hey, why don't you go back? We're going to take a little time and we'll do it a little later.
Mute.
Welcome to the show, 303-713-TALK, 303-713-8255. We have all kinds of problems, questions, and complaints to solve. You can just get right on the air at 303-713-TALK, 303-713-8255. You can also call 303-MARTINO 24/7, no matter when you're listening to the show. This hour brought to you by Frank Duran, the realestateman.com. Frank Duran, for buying and selling real estate, doesn't get any better. He doesn't hold you to a long-term deal. And if you're looking for a valuation, he's doing free valuations for you, free. All you have to do is ask him. And there's no obligation to list your home, but it gives you a great idea of what that home will sell for and what's going on in life. So it's 303-920-1622. That's Frank Duran, therealestateman.com. We've all used him for buying and selling. So what's going on? Today is car day. As you know, Fridays are usually car days. Not the same as when we were all in the studio, but we're working on that. And we have our car experts available if you want to talk about cars. And there's something really weird going on in the car business. Cars are selling out and in short supply. Why is that? Well, you would think with less people driving, what the heck's going on? Less people.
Yeah, it was the.
Why are there? Why, Mark? Why are cars in short
supply chain? Supply chain during COVID was next to nothing, so there was nothing being produced, so everything was low. The worst are actually motorcycles, man. If you want to go out and buy a new dirt bike now or something, they're virtually hard to get because they sell out because the supply chain has been so depleted.
Another thing hard to find, e-bikes. That's the latest and greatest. Some of these bicycle shops say it constitutes 80% of their business now, whereas it used to be, you know, regular bicycles. Now they're electronic assist. They have motors to assist them, and they're just going nuts. So, and then another thing in short supply, believe it or not, and it's caused a lot of scams, puppies. Puppies. There are a lot of rip-offs going on with puppies. People paying money up front for a puppy, and it's a rip-off. They're not real. They send people pictures. They do all kinds of stuff. And I've gotten so many calls from people who have sent payment in advance, full payment, and they're supposed to receive the dog. And then they even sent money for shipping. So that's another sorry thing going on. So, and a lot of the scams originate online, whether Facebook or Instagram. You can't believe an ad just because it's on Instagram or Facebook. Trust me. Now, Jurgen has an interesting problem, 303-713-TALK. Jurgen says he's never gotten his check. Jurgen, the stimulus checks should have been out by now. Doesn't everyone agree? The stimulus checks should have been out? Okay, so...
Yes.
Did you ever go to the website, Where's My Check?
I can't. I do not have a computer. And there's absolutely nobody here that can help me in this town, Colorado Springs. The libraries won't touch it, and I simply need to navigate through the computer, but I don't have one, and I don't have the skills either. Is there anyone that can help me get to the IRS site?
Yeah. Now, what is your situation? What are you on?
Non-filers. I'm a non-filer.
Why are you a non-filer? Because you don't make any money?
Yes, I'm on an old age pension.
Well, so you don't make. What is the limit for filing right now in income?
I thought it was around 20 is the exemption.
Yeah, you don't make $20,000?
No, I only make $800 a month.
Social Security, you get $800. How do you live on $800 a month?
No, it's not Social Security. It's an old age pension from Colorado.
How old are you right now?
66.
Okay. Are you going to get Social Security?
And an end was put to that when the virus hit, and I'm not a citizen. I'm a permanent alien.
Oh. Well, are you eligible for the check?
Yes. As a matter of fact, somebody got into the site, and I don't remember my restart code. They sent me some kind of a verification number to the mail, but I don't know how to access that. Somebody else did it for me. And I don't remember my password.
Okay, well, you can reset a password, but you don't have an email. Is that right?
Well, I do have one. I just got a tablet, which I don't know how to use, and they gave me an email address, but I don't know. There's no one here who can tell me how to work.
Where do you live? Do you live alone?
Yes, I've been alone since 1966.
Totally alone? You have no friends?
Well, they're not available now. Not really, no, not anymore.
When was
I haven't
no
had
seriously?
family since.
Who goes to? Do you go to the grocery store, the supermarket?
Yes, I'm quite able to move around.
Okay, but you have no friends really, no relatives, no kids.
None that can help. No, I haven't had any relatives since 1966.
And Tom, here's a little piece of information Ant looked up. He only has until September 30th to get that stimulus check.
Well, no, because if you don't get it and we're supposed to, if you file taxes, you can get it that following year.
Well, no, September 30th is the deadline filing date.
For taxes.
Yeah, for the non-filer's information,
right.
which he would need to do.
That's right, the non-filer's information. So, can't we walk him through where's my check with his information and we go online? Didn't we do that for somebody once?
Yes, I did do that for a gentleman once.
You think we can try it? This poor guy's all alone.
Are you good doing that, Ant?
He said he has a tablet, right?
Yeah, but what I'm saying is...
I don't know how to use it either.
What if we go online?
I don't have the internet.
But what
if we go online and use his information?
Use his information with his permission, we can at least find out the status.
Please.
Okay, I mean, I can definitely take on his information and try.
Let's try it while he's on. He can maybe get on the phone with you, but... Let me ask you a few questions. I'm just concerned. So you pretty much exist alone. You move around, you get out, but you don't have anyone you socialize with at all.
It sounds horrible.
It is.
Why? I mean, there must be a reason, man.
Well, I was tossed out last year by someone who, let's just say I was betrayed in a relationship.
Was it a romantic relationship, Jurgen?
Yes, I thought it was permanent, but she was a psychopath, so...
Wow.
Now, there's a lot that goes with that, but I ended up being tossed out and had nowhere to go up until now. I'm finally somewhere where I can have a place.
Where are you?
I'm at a senior place called...
How do you afford it? How do you afford it on $800 a month?
I'm with the housing authority here in Colorado Springs.
Okay.
And it's 30% of what we make.
Okay. Do you also get food stamps?
Yes.
Are you on Medicaid?
Yes.
Good. So now you got to go out. Got to go out and make some friends.
I tried to, but everyone's scared here, and the libraries won't help.
Yeah. Well, listen, man, leave your information. I mean, let's do it. Let's try to go online and see what's going on. I imagine you can use that money, Jurgen. Hold on, all right? 303-713-TALK, 713-8255.
Homeowners experience...
Sounds like a terrible way to live, doesn't it?
What's that? Yeah,
I feel sorry for the guy.
Wow.
That had to be the most depressing first call we've ever had.
Yeah.
We solved the problem.
Holy cow.
That poor fucker.
Right. Since 66? So
It's the saddest shit I ever heard.
I wonder if he came from Cuba or something. I wonder if he came from Cuba or something.
I wonder if he knows Lucy.
720-573-0086.
Let's talk about FlexidentofColorado.com. If you have hail damage or dings, the paint's not damaged, you can have paintless dent repair done by Nick and the boys at FlexidentofColorado.com. If you have it done by them, no report to Carfax. That's right. And that's not required, by the way, and it doesn't affect your value. Here's the deal. You get a claim number. You don't have to wait for an adjuster. Get a claim number from your insurance. Call Flexident. They take it from there. Free pickup and delivery even. 303-619-6273, 619-6273.
Yeah, that's pretty sad just existing.
36,000 satisfied customers. I'm one of them. In business 27 years with the same owner, Jay Brooks. And what I like most is you don't pay a cent.
How many hole in ones yesterday, Doc?
What was that?
How many hole in ones?
Oh, just 3.
You catching up the Sung Young Moon?
It was a beautiful day for golf.
I'll bet. Jeez, today is supposed to be 90.
just released on the market. Before you buy your next used car, these folks...
They also do roof repairs. If you have old damage or new...
Questions are extremely important to save you time and money.
303-761-6400 or excelroofing.com.
What if you could build a six-figure retirement income in just 5 payments? You heard that right. In just 5 payments, you could set up a six-figure retirement cash flow for as long as you live. I'm best-selling author Greg Kitchen with Wealth Beyond Wall Street. And right now, there's a retirement crisis in America because the pension system of old has been raided and destroyed, and Social Security is already running out of money. But most Americans are shocked to find out they would need to save over $1.5 million to have a $100,000 income in retirement. A new approach is required to solve this crisis. That's why this revolutionary new 5-payment retirement program is allowing everyday Americans to use bank money to create a retirement cash flow without relying on Social Security benefits. Even people who are on track have shifted money to this new strategy because it accelerates the amount they have in retirement and allow them to stop working again. So if you're over 50 years old and want to build a bigger, better retirement in just 5 payments...
It's a tough one to start out with like that. Holy cow.
...to see if you qualify. Plus, as a free bonus, you get the 6-figure retirement acceleration guide and video. Call 800-493-1717. 1-800-493-1717. That's 1-800-493-1717.
If you want to get your business on the radio and you need help from a professional, you really need to check out iHeartAdBuilder.com. Not only is it extremely affordable, online, customizable, and heard by 9 out of 10 Americans every month, it's just so easy. You can even make your own radio ad all from your smartphone, wherever you are. Click, listen, approve, and get your ad on air. Get started today at iHeartAdBuilder.com. That's iHeartAdBuilder.com.
Hi, it's Mandy from my...
Hey, Dan.
Yeah.
I'm sending you a picture. You want it to help, or where do you want it?
To Dan.
Okay, go ahead.
Good picture, bad picture.
Shoot picture. So it's to me. I'm sending you a picture of me you can put in your wallet.
Is that that puppy?
Yeah.
I'll put it up.
I gotta find the mother. I wanna find the mother. Lola. Man, this woman's got so many dogs, it's fucking unbelievable. Unbelievable. When they talk about a puppy mill, this ain't no bullshit. She ships puppies all over the country. She's got 2 world champions.
Term life policy that you can afford. Remember, big losers like you, he's on meds too. Call 800-444-2013. 800-444-2013.
Looking for this sponsored by CBS.
Unrelenting record beat today and tomorrow with high voltages of 91 before a cold front Sunday knocks it down into the 50s. I'm Fox 31, the weather meteorologist from Starter.
Now we're going to do something for it should be all pretty big. Now we're going to see prices through the end of this year, first quarter of next year, see some significant decrease in retail prices. Something that I feel is interesting. For both sides, GMC Sierra, the Chevy Silverado, 1500. I'd like to have their days supply between 75 and 90 days. And right now,
Okay, we're going on. Mute.
Hi, Tom Martino here, 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. Don't forget realcbdthatworks.com. Just put Tom in the promo code for 30% off, realcbdthatworks.com. That'll get you CBD at 30% off with Tom in the promo code. And it's made from Panacea Life Sciences in Golden, realcbdthatworks.com. Okay, so back to the phones. And John, what's going on with you, John?
Tom, I called you a couple of days ago about some credit cards being mailed to my home address.
Yes, and we said a lot of people are having credit cards mailed for unemployment. And it's got their address, but not their name. But in your case, was it your name?
No, it was not my name, but it was my home address.
This happened to Mark. Now, we have an insider at the Colorado Department of, well, let's say Unemployment Department, basically, the Division of Unemployment, Phil. He's one of the managers there. What did we find out?
So Phil was not able to come on this week, but he gave me an answer, and he asked me to start a list, getting the full name and address of where these credit cards are being sent, and he is able to cross-reference and make sure that they are null and void.
Okay, so when he says name and address, does he want the name of the people who received them or the name on the credit card or both?
The full name of the name on the card and then the address where it was sent.
Did he give an inclination as to why this is happening?
He did not. He just said he can cross-match both of those in their system from their state system. His guess is that most of them have already been flagged and actual payment has been prevented. So they're on top of it. They just want to make sure that the cards that have been received have been flagged.
So Mark, you have to turn those cards in to them, and I don't know, as I said, they're using a fake address and then activating them online. There is an active scam going on, so people, if you have received credit cards through the mail, they're most likely pre-charged credit cards for unemployment, or they get charged weekly or bi-weekly, however they do it. It's a bad deal. So let's talk to Bill. John, thanks for calling. So stay on. DAF will get that information to you. Call us if you know about any of this fraud going on, and we will help. In fact, any car issues today, I want to tell you we have our car experts standing by. What's going on with you, Bill?
How's it going?
I'm doing good. What's happening?
Is there any kind of lemon law of sorts for household stuff? I got a window that the balance spring, this is the third time it's broken, the same window.
Okay, here's what you have in general merchandising and commerce. You have what's called the Consumer Protection Act, and that's under each state. So the Consumer Protection Act says that things sold have to be sold. They have to be what they are. But there's a lot of caution here. You can't lie. You can't misrepresent products. But the Consumer Protection Act can help you if people are aware of defects and selling things knowingly. But, Bill, I don't think that's where we go for this. If you're having problems...
No, it's not that. It's just that it keeps snapping. It's the same window. This is the third time it's busted.
Well, okay, but where you go for that problem is us. And then we get a hold of the people and figure out why the hell this is happening.
I've contacted. It's just that the guy is...
What kind of window, Bill?
It's a Merrimack. It's that Buyers Windows.
Buyers?
Down in Littleton. Ken Moon used to advertise them. I don't know if he still does.
Okay. No, Buyers... Yeah, and by the way, who installed it?
Buyers.
Okay.
They're a Merrimack window.
A Merrimack window by Buyer. It's a vinyl replacement window?
Right.
Okay. And what does Buyer say about it?
Nothing. They come and do it. The guy's annoying to deal with.
But they do fix it under warranty.
Well, right now I called a couple of weeks ago and I haven't heard anything.
But they do fix it?
Yes.
Do they have a lifetime?
But I'm saying it's the same window that breaks all the time.
I get it, brother. I get it. Do they have a lifetime warranty?
Yes.
Okay. And what is it that breaks?
The balance spring, it's in the frame that keeps the window up.
Why? Why does that one particular... How many windows did you have done?
The whole house.
Why is only one window breaking?
I don't know. It's the bathroom window. It's the smallest window in the house. The other windows are a lot larger, like quite a bit larger. And no problems with the other ones. Just this one window. It gets opened every day, in the bathroom.
Is it a crank or a double hung?
No, it's just that's just a regular storm window. Slide up and down.
That's
double hung, right?
Okay, double hung. It slides up and down, and the spring breaks. That is so strange. So strange. I don't know. There is no lemon law that I know of. But if it's defective, why don't they just replace it under warranty, the whole window?
Well, I'm going to do it when things get better, with the stuff going on right now.
Well, people are doing warranty work right now. People are doing house repair.
No, I mean that, but I mean, I'll replace the window because it's just too much of a pain in the neck.
Well, I mean, but if you can have it done under warranty, have it done.
Yeah, okay, I'm waiting on the guy to call back.
Okay, well, if you have a problem with these guys honoring warranty or replacing it, let us know, Bill. But I think that's where we're going with this. No, and there is no... I don't know of anything. Now, there are Consumer Protection Act. There is a Consumer Protection Act which does cover defective products, but it's not defective because all the other products work. And when I say defective, I mean as a line of products, not one particular unit. So that's not where you want to go with this, with legislation. We want to just appeal to the company to fix this damn thing under warranty. 303-713-TALK. Get your calls in. I'm getting through these calls. Andrew, he has an update on a refund. What was the original issue here? I don't recall this gift card from Body and Soul. What is this, Andrew?
I heard a gentleman call your show that had like maybe a couple $100 in gift cards that he bought from this Body and Soul
for his wife and daughter.
That's right, for his wife. And did they go out of business?
They did. I kept, and I'm not that gentleman. I'm replying based on that. But,
okay. What do you have to say about it?
So I had bought my wife also a gift card in December, and then also some last year that she had already used partially. But I kept trying to email them to see if they're going to open up or, if they're just waiting to open up, and no response at all. And so I called, I think I talked to Daphne, and she said, well, you might try your bank, and if you bought it like with a debit card. So I called U.S. Bank, and they said technically you still have the gift card. So if they open up, then, we can't really get you a refund, but they said, well, we'll try it. And so I think they submitted a refund request under, they said that it was a bad service or something like that. And so I actually just got a refund today on my statement from that card. Yeah.
Good. Now, did the company do it, or did the credit card do it?
I believe the credit card did it.
Yeah, I don't know if they're going to be reopening or not.
Well, as of a week ago, they actually removed the sign, so I'm assuming that
they're out.
They're not going to be open.
Unfortunately, they might have been a victim of this pandemic thing. Okay. I thank you for the heads up, though. I appreciate that. It looks like they're down and out. Get your credit from a credit card company. I hope you didn't pay in any other fashion if you're listening to this. Body Soul, I think it's called, or Body and Soul. Now, Mark, we got first of what could be many emails about our Watch and Listen website. That is not working. People are going in to look at our archives and listens, and they can't find them.
Yeah, I'm working on it. I'm not quite sure what happened.
Okay, but am I to understand that this whole damn thing is just not working?
The video's fine. It's we pull in the podcast from an iHeart website. So as soon as Ant puts them up, they automatically appear on our website.
Did they change the URL?
And all of a sudden they stopped. I don't know.
Well, I imagine a lot of people will be concerned about that.
I've reached out to Powers that Be, but if anybody has that issue right now, you can also go to iTunes and you can listen there, or the iHeart app, of course. So it's not like you can't get it. It's just not as easy as it has been.
Okay.
But I'm working on it.
All right. 303-713-TALK. So remember, you can still get it on iHeart or on the iHeart Radio app or on iTunes.
This is just Frank Duran. This break, 30 seconds.
Frank, Mark, I just did Frank. You want to do him?
What?
You want to do Frank?
Duran, you do it. 30 seconds.
Frank Duran?
Yeah. I just did one.
Okay.
Frank, Mark will do it. Did you hear me, bro? Thanks.
All good.
With the which one?
What?
Now you're trying to talk to Aunt.
In your face.
Your face. So you refunded your burger last night, huh?
Man, he's lucky I didn't refund it and bring it back in a bag. Hold on.
So you should have hamburgers from our place, right, Dan?
He should have what?
You should have.
Mark, did you hear anything about broadband yet?
He's going up. He's doing the.
Oh, I'm sorry. Never mind. He's doing the spot. Sorry. I just got notice.
From what?
Mark. I need to talk to him.
Hey, Mark. I think he's there. He's there. He's talking to someone else. It must be somebody else on the phone. Yeah, he must have got a call. Okay. Are you up?
Yeah, I'm here.
Mark, I got an email from the head of our HOA at the at the hangar.
Yeah.
They said we have Rise Broadband, which is line of sight wireless. We have Dish Satellite. We have Comcast in Hangar 19, and they can service us, and also CenturyLink.
I'm talking to Comcast. I'll know back from them real quick. And then, okay, I've reached out to both of them. They're going to come back with options. Hopefully Comcast, they have fiber right there. I'm hoping that is going to be the one we can get.
Okay, but CenturyLink's also there.
Yep. It's just the cost of pulling it in.
Yeah, but it's got to be pretty close, I would assume.
I think it's in that building right behind them, but I'm not positive which would be the best. The best, Jerry. The best.
So my daughter used, their puppy had Giardia, like yours. Used diatomaceous earth, knocked it out.
Yeah, I know. Of course you did. Did you see the picture of that pup?
Oh, let me see it here.
Her mom's a champion.
Oh, God, it looks like a piglet.
I told you, it looks like a guinea pig, doesn't it?
Oh, God, look at that.
What day was she born? 9/19. She's 6 days old.
Holy calolie. That's, I thought puppies were up and at 'em at 6 days.
It's going to be blue. And she's got 2 different color eyes.
Can I put it up on the website?
Sure.
It's a female, huh?
Yeah, we wanted a female with Nico. They said don't get 2 males. They usually fight or whatever.
What kind of dog is it?
It's an Aussie Shepherd.
Man, if I remember puppies, they were walking around big time at that point. Maybe I don't remember them as good. I mean,
Isn't that thing cute?
Yeah.
It looks just like a guinea pig.
Look at it. It's I'll put it up.
I'll send one that shows what the mother looks like. Hold on. They're so cute.
Yeah, that'll give Milo something to play with.
Something to eat.
Hope not.
So it will look like what I'm sending you. Oh, this one's black though. That's JJ. Hold on. And the blue one.
That's 7 days old. That's amazing.
It might be up and moving and shit, but it's sleeping, you know?
Oh, okay.
I think you're right. I think they're up moving pretty quick.
He has no fur on his nose.
When I was born, I was playing racquetball the next day.
When you were born, they slapped your mother.
Barbecue so good, you'll slap your mother. Having a heck of a time finding her mom. Let me find that.
Hey, Tom?
Yes.
What was the cost of the test of the implants you got from Hormone Bros? The pellets.
I don't get them there, but...
Oh, you get yours from Terry?
Yeah, but before that I got them from another place.
You're up, Tom.
Hi, Tom Martino, your troubleshooter, 303-713-TALK. This is a consumer show where we solve problems, answer questions, take complaints. And we have Greg, the owner of Buyers Windows and Doors, on. He says he's the owner, and he's calling because he heard this guy call. He said, I think it was it Bill who called and said that this one particular window, he says he bought a house full of windows. And one particular window has something that keeps breaking. Did he say what he said? What a spring, and it's a double hung window. And he said, "Can I just get the? What can I do about it? Is there any such thing as a lemon law since it's the same one that keeps breaking?" And I said, "Why don't you call Buyers and see if they'll just replace the window?" And for some reason, I guess I don't know. Bill was discouraged. I don't know why. Now he did say they keep coming and fixing it. He wasn't saying they're not honoring the warranty, but he wondered why it kept breaking. Greg, are you familiar with this problem, sir?
I am. If I am hearing you right, the customer's name is Bill Branch?
Yeah. Yeah, Greg.
And I was last at his house on August 5th, I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
And turned in a warranty claim form because the warranty is actually through the manufacturer, not through Buyers. And turned in a warranty claim form with a Merrimax to take care of the. It's called a balance. It's called a constant force balance is what is broken on the window.
That's what he mentioned.
Now, to my knowledge, this is only the first time that I know of this particular window having the problem.
Huh? He said it keeps breaking, so I don't know what he means.
Yeah, so I don't. Yeah, and I can't address that yes or no.
Okay.
But I do know I was there on August 5th and filled out a service request for a Merrimax to take care of it because it's got a lifetime warranty on it.
Yeah.
And they are just so slammed with the COVID thing being shut down for a couple months.
May I ask? I want to ask. Hypothetical here. What if there was a part on a window that kept breaking? Let's say the window just for some reason. Would you replace the window? What do you do under the lifetime warranty?
If push came to shove, we would definitely just replace the window.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, Greg, how long has Buyers been around?
Oh gosh, since 1988.
Okay, cool. I really appreciate you calling in on your own here and answering that. You heard this. You heard the customer, so thank you very much. And so we'll pass it on to Bill. But Bill, if you're listening, he says to his knowledge this is only the first time. Now it could be, again, he's not challenging. It could be that maybe he's not aware of the previous times. But he said that if they can't fix something, that they would probably replace the window. And they've been around long enough that I think that they haven't been around this long by having, defective products. So thank you, Greg. 303-713-TALK. Brian, welcome to the show, Brian. You do firearms training, right, Brian?
Hi, Tom.
Yes, sir.
Tom. Oh, hi, gotcha. I lost signal for a second.
You do firearms training. Explain what you do.
So, I'm a Navy veteran, security force training in the Navy, and with 5 million new gun owners in the last couple months alone, I got really passionate about getting people safe use, and prepared for these times. My wife took a concealed carry class, and I was concerned with the level of instruction she received there, and in fact, some bad information that could get her killed. And so I said, I need to get out there and share good instruction in my training with people, so I'm NRA certified, and starting my own training company to, I'm really passionate about it. I think that most of those 5 million people are new gun owners, so it's really important that they know how to be safe, how to defend themselves, how to select the right holster, the right caliber, and all of those things.
Okay. And what can I help you with?
Well, as part of the process, I'm trying to get on your referral list. They're running the background check for me now.
Good.
And to get my name out there. And I'm excited about that. I've used your referral list a lot. Honest Accurate Auto, I've been to Revitalize Health, all those guys.
Thank you.
Awesome guys.
Yeah.
But, I just wanted to know some advice on the pitfalls and things to avoid and things to look for when setting up an LLC.
Okay, well, I'll tell you what it is. That's a good question, Brian. The biggest mistake people make with an LLC, well, there's a lot of mistakes. The number one mistake would be they don't limit the liability. What I mean is this. They have a limited liability company. Do you know what that means? Do you know why they call it an LLC, limited?
Well, especially with this kind of thing, I really wanted to protect my personal life and finances and things from any possible...
So that's what the limited means, Brian. The limited means that people dealing with that company has limited liability, and it's limited to the assets of the company. So if you have a legit LLC, it's limited to the company. But what people make a mistake in doing is they have rich LLCs. In other words, they go out and buy things with their LLC, or they keep money in the bank with their LLC. The whole point of an LLC is not to have anything. It's to keep it limited. That's why you call it a limited liability company. Now, if you can't help it and your LLC is just very successful and you don't feel like taking personal income, you can keep your LLC with assets and money, but you must know that that LLC is going to be exposed. That's all, exposed. It doesn't mean you're going to lose, it just means you're exposed. The other mistake people make with LLCs is letting people pierce the corporate veil. What would be the reason people could pierce a corporate veil? Let me give you an idea. Let's say Brian forms a firearms training LLC today, and then he goes ahead and does business. He never mentions the LLC again. It's not on any of his contracts. People that sign for, firearms training, but it doesn't say firearms training LLC. And where you sign, if you have to sign the contract, you don't put yourself down as managing member of the LLC. You put yourself just down as Brian. And then you don't have corporate meetings. You don't have annual meetings. You don't pay your $5 membership, or not fee, registration fee with the Secretary of State. And then what a good attorney will do is say, you know what? This LLC is not real. And then they'll go ahead and try to pierce the LLC. So what you need to do is make sure you have your annual meetings, you make sure you have your minutes of the annual meeting, and that the LLC is really an LLC, which would also mean tax returns, K-1s, and contracts reflecting the limited liability nature of their relationship with you. Now, of course, an attorney is best to get all this advice. I'm giving you advice from a personal standpoint of what I've done. So that's what you need to do. And then a good accountant can keep track of all your books, or you can do it yourself. We have Suzanne, who, in my opinion, is as good as any accountant, and then she deals with with Atlas CPAs and advisors for year-end stuff and for advice along the way. So get yourself a good accountant, even though you, your wife, or somebody you know with the company, they can keep books, but you want a good accountant overall, and you want an attorney to give you advice on limiting your liability. Insurance is also a good idea, but you don't always need it with an LLC, but it's not a bad idea. And that's really it. If you're going to, the message is here. If you're going to do an LLC, then do it properly. So, any questions?
Yeah, it's very helpful, actually, those pit bulls, because I was thinking of getting some land to put a range on for training, and keeping that separate, I would think, based on that, would be a good idea.
Yes.
And I can just go ahead and set up this stuff directly with the state of Colorado. Is that correct?
Yeah, you can. You can set up your own LLC. I would like you to have an attorney look it over to make sure it can't be pierced. Listen, if you give the illusion you're just setting this up as a shell and you want to it's just a bad idea. And I mean, it's got to have some real operating rules and just real stuff in it. But you're right. You can get forms and you can do them. They're not brain damage, but just make sure that you're doing it properly. And again, there's a number of ways to own land. If the land's really valuable and people want to sue you for improper training, they want to take your land. So if you're going to buy, there's a number of ways. You can buy it in the name of the LLC, and the LLC will own it. But another way to do it is to you buy it personally and have the LLC rent it from you. So there's a number of different ways, and that's where a good accountant can come up with things like that. And Brian, good luck to you, and we'd love to get you on the referral list. If you know what you're doing, you're a veteran, all of that, and we'll be keeping an eye out for it. We have more coming right up. I got
Simply
this.
Floors.
Yeah, got it.
Well, it's that time of year. Time to get...
What do we got coming up here? Simple Floors. You're quiet there, Mark.
I still don't feel that great, man.
Let me know if you need to take off.
Yeah, I will. I got nothing going on, so it don't matter.
Take a good soak. You need a good soak.
I took a shower.
Need some diatomaceous earth.
You and that dirt.
Him and that shit. He shits mud.
Let me tell you, Harrison, they feed it to chickens and stuff for a lot to do that. And chickens are freaking nasty animals.
Nico! Where you at, boy?
Turn him down. By now you know that you should listen to this show with a pencil or pen or, a keyboard so you can write stuff down. Write this down for savings. SimplyFloorsInc.com. Any floor. Okay? That means all of the latest luxury vinyl tiles, waterproof carpeting, engineered woods, solid woods, veneers, whatever you need, and you'll save 20, 30, 40% at Simply Floors Inc. They pass the savings on to you. Make your own appointment, SimplyFloorsInc.com.
Hey, the ending of Yellowstone is the worst goddamn thing they could have done. It sucked.
No, I think MASH.
Wait a minute. It's not the ending. It's just the end of that season, Mark.
We looked it up. There's no more season.
Yes, there is. Yes, there is. They're making season 4. They're delayed because of...
Because they left it. 3 people might be dead.
Mark,
They left it so bad it was crazy.
Mark, they interviewed Kevin Costner. He's doing it. They were delayed because of COVID.
Yeah, it's on. If you Google it, you'll
They
see.
looked it up and we couldn't see where there was a season 4.
Yes.
Yes, it's coming.
Also, I'm looking, man, I have found...
Kill that one guy.
Okay, because of the Emmys, I started watching various shows. So this one called The Watchmen sucks. I heard it was supposed to be fabulous. And I'm on the 3rd episode and I'm still going, huh? I don't like series that don't capture me.
Yeah, I agree. It's like reading a bad book.
But anyway, Watchmen.
Bad.
We started, the Crime Family one. It's pretty good. I forget the name of it, though.
Oh, wait, that sounds like I'll like it. What one?
It's got the mother and then about 4 kids.
Oh, my God. Animal Kingdom.
Animal Kingdom.
Oh, my God. It's great.
Yeah, we've only seen the very first episode last night.
You know, I've been watching Schitt's Creek like 4 or 5 episodes. I can't see why that got so many Emmys.
Because of its inclusivity.
Hey, Mark, don't you think that Ellen Barkin is kind of the weirdest woman you've ever seen?
Is that the mother?
Yeah. She's a weird-looking chick, isn't she?
Yeah, they even made her characterized.
But she's just a weird-looking woman.
Yeah. I don't judge women by the way they look, though, Doc.
It's body shaming, Doc.
Yeah,
Well, no, she's got a great body. Her face needs to be chopped off.
You know, fucking Madonna's worth almost $1 billion. Oh, no, that's not true. Almost $100 million. No, almost $1 billion. She's worth $800 million.
More power to her.
She's a marketing. She's the one that. Who's that other one that goes? That singer now? That girl that.
Katy Perry?
No. God darn it. She goes by. No, she goes by. She has different outfits all the time. God darn it.
Lady Gaga.
Oh, God, yeah. Lady Gaga's talented, man.
But she's a marketing genius, just like Madonna.
You don't think Madonna's talented?
Well, she's more a marketing person.
Extremely talented.
Yeah,
but she's
she was great as Eva Peron.
You know what? I love when talent wins, but I can't. What I hate is when there's useless people that are rich and celebrities for no reason. That pisses me off. I don't know why, but it does. It pisses me off.
Chris Como?
Pamela Anderson.
No, Kardashians.
Oh. I don't even know who they are.
Except the model. I can see she makes money. She's a great model. And the one with the makeup.
One of the richest women in the fucking country.
Though the one with the makeup deserves it, man. She came up and.
Well, you know a woman is worth $43 billion?
Congressional spending and
Jeff Bezos' ex-wife.
Oh,
yeah.
$43 billion with a B. Can you believe that?
Of course. I'm sure she got everything that
Does she
Jeff
want to
has.
fall in love with an Italian?
What's Jeff Bezos worth?
Oh, he's probably worth the other $150 billion.
What's that? The wife of Steve Jobs. She's got to be worth
Melinda?
a bunch of billions.
Bill Gates.
She's a good friend?
Oh, you mean Bill Gates' wife?
No. Of Steve Jobs.
I don't know. She kept a low profile.
No, she does. She owns that
I
one.
had a friend one time who was a billionaire.
Really?
He's the cheapest. Hand to God, the cheapest motherfucker I ever met in my life.
To me, Tiger Woods? He has a reputation for being the cheapest guy.
Really?
He never carries money with him.
Oh my God, what did I just do? What an idiot. Hi, Tom Martino, your troubleshooter.
303-713-TALK. You know, we were talking off the air, which was weird, about wealth. And I have this thing about wealth, and I don't know why. It's a weird feeling, and it pisses me off. I look at people who are very wealthy, and if they did something great, and I admire them. And if they're smart and have talent, I admire them. But when I think they fell into it because of blood or because of weirdness, like the Kardashians, okay, like not the makeup Kardashian, not the model, Bruce Jenner's daughter. She's earning that money and she's wonderful, and so is the makeup girl. I mean, she did all of that, or young lady. But when people fall into wealth, or I don't think they deserve it for some reason, and I shouldn't be the arbiter of this, but for some reason I kind of stand in judgment and think, you don't deserve your wealth, you're a scumbag, or you don't deserve it, it's ridiculous. Because I look at people, and like Oprah Winfrey I look at and think, okay, this woman's a genius, she deserves every penny. But then I look at certain people and think, what the hell is that person rich for? And I don't know if people do that, or is it just me? Do other people not care one way or the other? I almost feel like the world's being cheated when people are famous and rich and they don't seem to have substance. And then I look at other people and they have such genius ideas, and you think, golly, how did they do that? Like, you know, when Bill Gates, revolutionized desktops, all he did was remarketed a version of Windows in his own way, in a better way.
Oh, God,
Mark,
don't get whatever.
Mark,
okay,
he took
yeah,
DOS.
you're right.
He took DOS and which he had DOS and turned it into
he
Windows.
also bailed freaking Apple out, so they even survived.
You know,
now.
you can't have a conceptual conversation without getting down to stupid stuff. Here's what I'm saying.
It's not stupid. He did a lot more than just take DOS and make it pretty.
But you didn't let me finish, did you? Of course he did a lot more. But what he did originally after DOS was genius, but DOS was not user-friendly. He took the WYSIWYG, what you see is what you get of Apple. He did, and he took it and then changed it and laid it over on top of DOS, and he did what was called Windows. And I mean, everyone knows that. There was no graphic interface, Mark. There was
Here's
no
what
graphic.
he did.
Mark,
he put a PC in almost everybody's house in America. That's what he did.
There was no graphic interface. No graphic interface for the personal computer before Windows. Okay? There wasn't. And guess what? Windows took it from Apple. So Apple was the first with the graphic interface.
Okay.
You're right. He popularized it. You're absolutely right. He took it.
That's what made Microsoft, was the fact he put one in every other house. That's it. It doesn't matter if it was a pet rock. He pulled it off.
Right, but he took the concept of the WYSIWYG from the Mac. What I'm saying
God,
is...
you sound like Kramer from Seinfeld.
You know,
he's got great ideas, but no way to make them.
Here's what I'm saying, Mark. If you just shut up a minute, what I'm saying is he deserves his wealth for what he did. He did something that Jobs could not do. He made it ubiquitous because he took it and made it for the masses. We have more coming up.
Hey there, homeowners. Are you experiencing pipe leaks? Is your water bill unexpectedly high? Or
I wish I had a fucking button for your mic.
That'd be one long cable.
What do you say?
It'd be one long cable. It'd be Wi-Fi. It'd be a Wi-Fi button.
No more leaks and great water pressure. They've been doing this for over 25 years, serving over 40.
I do think Steve Jobs is one of the smartest guys ever.
Just 1 to 2 days at half the cost.
I mean, he also not only did the Mac and the first version of Windows. The iPhone.
Hey, Mark.
Look at that.
Turn off our feed. Okay. Mark, I need you to do me something. I got some good ideas.
for already low price and receive 0% interest when you call today. 720-573-0086. 720-573-0086. That's 720-573-0086.
This is Denver's Talk Station with Tom Martino now. Dan Kaplis today at 4, 630 KHOW, Denver.
Just please send those to me.
ABC News, I'm Dave Packard. Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg is lying in state at the U.S. Capitol, the first woman and Jewish person to receive the honor. The 87-year-old trail
Why
left an
do
indelible
they have to say Jewish?
You know, Doc, I say the same
Why?
thing.
Every time?
Why?
It has nothing to do with it.
I know.
I can understand, okay, the first woman, but
of our story.
what does her religion have to do with it?
I don't like that because I think that divides people.
Yeah, I mean,
I agree.
it's so stupid. It's as if they're deliberately not putting a Jewish person, which is crazy.
No, that's the media. I think because it's they try to make controversy even where there's no controversy. I mean, I don't like it when they say, "Oh, he's the best black quarterback ever."
Right.
Just say he's the best quarterback.
I agree 100%. This is ABC News.
Where the hell is my
Activist
phone?
Greta Thunberg resuming the school strike she started 2 years ago.
Your phone? Do you want me to call it? Oh, you just had it. There it is.
Speaking to the Swedish Parliament today.
We need to treat the climate crisis as a crisis. It's just as simple as that. The climate crisis has never once been treated as a crisis.
Is this Greta Thunberg?
Let's be treated
What's
as
that?
a crisis.
I know, is this that Greta Thunberg?
Thunberg appearing with a few
No,
dozen
she
kids
talks still
amid
slower
coronavirus
and stuff.
limits
She's
on
supposed to be
public
some.
A powerful Vatican official is out. Cardinal Angelo
I always give people credit though for being bilingual because I find that the hardest thing.
And you know, that's another form of intelligence. You know, you have a different intelligence. You know, we have different intelligence, and becoming bilingual is also.
Well, the difference though is there's a window for becoming bilingual.
It's easier.
When you're 4 or 5 years old,
yes, absolutely, yeah.
you can learn language very easily. At our age, like we would have, it would be impossible almost for you and I to learn Japanese or Indonesian or Arabic. That doesn't.
Now, if you're over in that country now and exposed daily to that,
it would be still very hard to learn.
Oh, I agree. But I mean, look at,
if you could learn Russian or Greek.
You think that's early?
Well, I think so because there's an alphabet. You know, Greek and Russian have an alphabet, even though it's a different alphabet.
I see what you're saying.
But if you see, five letters in Russian, and you learn the Russian alphabet,
right.
You'd be able to comprehend.
But see all these here.
Right.
Is Indonesia also like that?
Oh yeah, it looks like Arabic. All those, Indonesian, Cambodian, Vietnamese.
Okay. And then Japanese and Chinese are the
pictographs.
Yeah.
So it would be very difficult if someone said, if someone said to me, let's say I was 30 years old and I was working for an oil company, and they said we're sending you to Russia, I could learn Russian. If they said we're sending you to Indonesia, I could never learn it.
But don't you think Arabic, that was the first really written language, right?
Yeah, but Arabic is very difficult.
Is it? Even all the
because
it's not like an alphabet. I know it's crazy. It's different. It's amazing how all that stuff came up. I mean, societies. I mean, how the hell did the Japanese and the Chinese with that? That's got to have held them down. Because it's just like metric systems. If the U.S. would have been even farther ahead.
You think so?
Oh, absolutely. Because it'd be so much easier for people to learn measurements, geometry, mathematics, all that.
Maybe.
As far as that goes, because it's anything you have to do is measuring.
Well, I think actually I can understand. I have to bring it up. I'll have to get a copy of that book. Guns, Germs, and Steel. You won't be able to put it down. It's just fascinating
how different places,
well, how geography and time influence culture.
But it's also, like I say, I think it was held a lot of them back. It held American Indians, it held the Africans back. It was a tribal mentality.
Yeah.
And it held the Europeans back till they got the tribal mentality. Tribes. Because all tribes were competing against others.
Do you know what my mother did? My mother and dad from Italy? They fucking wouldn't speak Italian to us.
See, that was a bad deal, yeah. But you know why they did it? They were actually... Right, you wanted a quicker assimilation.
So everyone assumes I know everything. Well, I just know from listening, but not from them immersing us. What's that?
I can speak Italian.
Yeah.
Fondue.
Give me one of those.
How about a pizza? Give me a pizza.
No, Mark, you can't speak. You can only speak Italian if you use your hands.
But here's the deal, man. Is that they should have kept us in both, and they refused.
Right. But I bet you it was easier for them, wasn't it? That they became better English by just doing English. Well, there's different theories on all that.
But I think that the immigrants who came here in the big immigration from the 1890s to 1910 or so.
But we had all the traditions.
They wanted to assimilate.
Right.
A lot of the later, especially Hispanic cultures, don't want to assimilate.
Is it they don't want to, or they're just not pushed by society to do it?
Well, because everything is in Spanish.
Well, not everything, but to me...
What is in Spanish?
Let's say normal stop signs and all that. Most signs and stuff are in the middle.
But for most part, every document...
Oh, I got an order, guys. I got an order. You're not even telling me.
But to me, you're holding people back by not pushing them to assimilate with English.
That's why you should have everything in English and not in bilingual.
Agreed.
We would have never been able to play racquetball yesterday, by the way.
No, not if you're that sick. Holy cow.
No. I mean, it just took, we wouldn't have been able to play till like 8 at night. Hold on.
Hello, Tom Martino here. Welcome
to the show. 303-713-TALK, 303-713-8255. Here to help you solve problems, answer questions, taking place, make your life a little easier. That's what we do each and every day. recovering hundreds of millions of dollars in cash, merchandise, exchanges, refunds, and services. This hour brought to you by GenesisTotalExteriors.com. Genesis, for home improvements inside and out. Yeah, I know. The name says Genesis Total Exteriors. And by the way, they did Mark's paint job. It's beautiful. He loves them. They've done fencing, decks, siding, windows, but they do the basement. They do the kitchen and the bathroom. GenesisTotalExteriors.com. Every day we hear about home improvement nightmares. So, get a grip. Use the referral list, referralist.com. Okay, so listen, we got a lot going on here, all right? Speaking of home improvements, there's a guy that wants to talk about Champion Windows, which I find a little odd. Champion's a pretty good company. Then Rob wants to talk about McDonald Volvo, and McDonald, a dealership, pretty good. And then a handicap van, and then this one, Lisa, Johnson Moving and Storage. Now, I want to explain again, it was a weather issue. She had a contract to pick up on the 8th of September, deliver on the 9th of September. She was off some place called Bobcat Road or Bobcat Trail or whatever the hell it is, Bobcat. Anyway, and it turns out that there was a blizzard. It was, I don't know if it's a blizzard, but a lot of snow. And Johnson went up there, couldn't make it down Bobcat, and had to call a tow truck and all that. They actually stayed till the next day, overnight. And the truck stayed, and they tried to attempt it the next day, they said, and couldn't do it. So they gave her a choice. Where do you want it delivered? We can bring it back to the warehouse, or we can go to, what was that? What was the name of the place? Anyway,
Antonio.
No, it's not. Antonio, or anyway. So then they said
Antonito.
Antonito, thank you. Thank you, Antonito. And then they said, or we can take it to a storage place of your choice. She picked a place, the closest place, 50 minutes away. So the bottom line was this: when she paid them, they charged her $42,000, the full move. She thought, I shouldn't pay the full thing. She just paid $3,000. Now, she thought she deserves a discount for them not completing the contract. Now, I'm going to say this again. If I was moving out of state, I would call Johnson tomorrow. I don't have a problem with this company. This issue, they did not cause the snow. That it was not their fault. However, I think they technically had a contract to deliver to her home, and they didn't. And I thought that she then had to hire somebody to get the stuff from 50 minutes away and take it to her home when the weather cleared up. So I thought there should be some adjustment or discount. I did. And again, I think that Johnson needs to update their contracts to talk about acts of God and weather and all of that. Okay, having said all of that, Lisa, she called back today with an update. What's the update, Lisa? Lisa?
Yes, I'm here. Are you there?
Yes, I can hear you now, dear. Go ahead.
They sent a paralegal from a law firm. They sent me a bill, and they said, I got it in the email yesterday, and they said, we accept the transportation at $3,000 instead of $4,400, which it actually was $4,200. But they actually then added on local valuation of $360 and overnight per diem of $500. And so in the end, they are saying that I owe them $921.13 by October 10th.
So they're giving you, hold on, they're giving you a $300 discount?
No, it's only based on the transportation.
No, but all I'm getting at is this, Lisa. Let's just look at it in the pure black and white. Yes. It was $4,200. They're now saying if you pay them around $900, they're fine. And again, I don't even get what that means about the overnight per diem and all that. I don't even get that. I mean, the fact that they had to stay overnight because of the weather. I don't get it. I don't get any of it. I thought
it's all in their Tom. It's all in their pamphlet that comes with every contract. They basically have an attachment to all their contracts that actually does talk about snow. It talks about everything else. But all of this,
I never received that contract.
Okay, can you just zip it for a second?
Okay, go ahead, Mark.
All right. I talked to the owner last night, Mark Johnson, and we had a great conversation, as if we always have, and he's just going to waive it. You're done. You don't have to pay another nickel, although I don't agree with it 100%. I'm really glad he handled it this way.
Now, wait a minute,
done,
Mark. Why
okay?
didn't Lisa know that?
I talked to him at 9 o'clock last night. She probably talked to that manager out of Longmont. I don't know who she talked to.
Lisa, did you get mail or what?
I got an email yesterday around 6 p.m.
Okay,
that
guess
said I
what?
owed the
Guess what? Mark talked to him at
$921.
9. Mark talked to him at 9, and it is done. He's going to waive the balance, which I think is, but let me make this clear, more than fair. So
I agree. It's fair.
I think it's wonderful.
Oh, God.
What, Mark? What?
What? I don't know. I don't know if it's fair. It's fine. It's just, Lisa, no offense. I know this irritated you, but, man, you seem to have a chip on your shoulder with them, and I really don't think they did anything wrong here.
No, but I think it could have been handled differently, okay? Every comment I've gotten, every one of them has said, they are the professionals that operate trucks. They should know whether they can make it or not. If there was any question about the weather, they should have scouted it before they did it. They shouldn't have gotten stuck, and if they did get stuck, it wasn't their fault. They shouldn't charge the consumer the same amount. Everyone. I did not get not one, who said, yeah, they should charge full price even though they didn't deliver. Not one. And we get a lot of comments. Now, maybe you got different comments, Mark, or Daphne, you forwarded me. Dan, what kind of comments did you get? Go over there.
The majority of you.
He's shouting. Okay, did you get any that said she should pay full amount?
Yes.
How many?
Yes.
A lot? Get close.
Probably three.
Probably three. But
probably,
out of how many?
And we had one caller.
Probably what I've seen.
We had one caller that said she should have paid for the flat tire,
mostly
which
agree
is crazy,
with her, right?
Yes.
Okay, but it doesn't matter. Like I said, they didn't intentionally do anything wrong. They didn't know how to handle it any more than anybody. I think what ended up what ended up happening was good. In fact, more than fair. I would have said a $500 discount would have been enough, in my opinion. 303-713-TALK. Thank you, Mark, for doing that last night. And Lisa, thanks for letting us know the update, and I hope you're happy with the update as well. Let's go to Rob, who wants to talk about a Volvo from McDonald Volvo. Rob, what's happening?
Hi, Tom. So we purchased a pre-owned Volvo. There is a safety recall out on that car for the seatbelts.
Yeah.
Okay, so
what about it? You bought it used, though, as is. You bought it used as is, or with a warranty?
Certified pre-owned.
Okay.
So
In my opinion, if they sell a car certified pre-owned, even though it's as is, I would expect a safety recall to be done. That's what I would expect. But I don't know if it's legally, the way it should be, because it is as is. Go ahead. Finish.
Okay, so no issue there. So when we were purchasing the car, they said the parts are not in to fix the seatbelt. So it will be in a week or so before we get them. Okay, that's fine. We can wait. After we paid for the car, they came back and said, oh, the seatbelt parts won't be here until October 12th.
Okay.
So then I wrote a letter to the general manager saying, can you release this car with a release liability? We'll sign a waiver for you so we can have the car until October 12th. He came back and basically said, no, they weren't going to do that. That's a policy of their business.
So Rob, the issue is they would not deliver the car?
Correct, yes. So one more thing, Tom. So I called Volvo directly, customer care. I've talked to them a couple of times. The parts are not going to be available till the end of November. So the car is sitting on their lot. We purchased it. They won't release it to us because it's a policy. It's not a Volvo policy.
No, I understand.
On top of that, it's a fatigue issue with the cable in the seatbelt. This goes back to 2007 Volvos.
I understand. I know why you're upset.
You're not going to have a fatigue.
So you're upset, and you're saying, look, this is a newer car. We're willing to take it. We're willing to take the responsibility, and McDonald won't do it. Okay, Rob, that's up to them. But listen to this. I don't think they can hold you to the deal. Did they? Here's what I want to know. Did they offer to undo the deal?
We asked them to undo the deal, and we have not heard back from them
Okay,
in
listen.
about 4 days.
I can tell you this. If they can't deliver the car due to a safety recall and they refuse to deliver it, I think they should undo it. I'm with you on there. I'm not with you on making them release it.
Got a break soon.
Making them release it against their policy. However, if I owned a dealership, I think, and a guy was willing to sign a waiver saying, I take this knowing I have a safety, blah, blah, blah. I don't know. I think I'd do it, but I don't know. I mean, you know, I'm not going to tell McDonald how to run their dealership. At the same time, I don't think after you pay for the car, they can tell you, oh, by the way, you're not getting the car for a month. I mean, what if it's another month after that? I mean, I agree. Do you want this deal undone, or is it a good deal?
I don't. I guess I want it either way, either the liability or
But
the.
you, in other words, you refused to wait for delivery. When did they say you would get delivery?
Volvo said the parts will not be available until the end of November. So.
Oh my
that's
God!
when they
Wait a
skip
minute!
them.
Wait a minute! McDonald's expects you to wait till the end of November, possibly early December, to take the car.
Got a break?
Yes.
No. Hold on. Let's call
You know,
them. Kathy,
with
let's
the
call them.
exception.
They're good people. Hold on, Mark. We'll talk about it coming back. Wait.
Clear.
Answer
Any question. I mean, this is not a big follow-up. We'll just have Dap call real quick here. Yeah, I got Johnson. He's got that. Can I do it?
Mark, have you talked to the Volvo guy?
Listen, with the exception of the Hyundai, and I'm starting to lose faith in them, I'm not a big McDonald's fan anymore.
Really?
Yeah, I got nothing out of their Audi guy. He promised to look into it, call me back. Never heard a fucking word. Left him numerous messages.
Gotcha.
We had another problem with the ball.
Johnson Roofing and Restoration is the name of the company I know and trust in roofing. And when I tell you not to take chances in roofing, I mean it. The unfortunate state of events is that most roofing companies suck. That's why I'm very, very selective in my endorsements. And RoofsByJohnson.com is one of them I trust. You can too. No money up front, 100% satisfaction guaranteed, always exceeding your expectations, whether it be conventional asphalt roofing, maybe hail-proof roof with a written guarantee, and you can also get tile roofing of all kinds. They are a tile expert with a giant salvage yard to match almost any tile. They also do commercial roofing, even flat roofing, multifamily roofing. In other words, if your place has a roof, Johnson is the place to go. That's roofsbyjohnson.com, 303-719-ROOF. That's 719-ROOF, 303-719-ROOF.
But didn't you say all McDonald's have different GMs?
But McDonald's as a family, they're good people normally, but Mark's not happy with them.
Well, the deal, but I think the service-wise, they do pretty darn good. Oh, he's got a master route or something he's doing. You think this puppy's cute?
Aw, look
You
at
think
that
it's
little
cute?
guinea pig.
I don't think it's cute right now.
Oh yeah, they're cute just because it's a puppy.
Yeah, but I mean, I like little
They
puppies.
should get a little border collie. That Aussie's going to be great out in the country.
Oh, yeah. No, I agree. He said he sent the mother here.
I want to see Aussie, what are they called? Shepherds?
Oh, here's the mother. Wow, they got long hair.
Aussie what? What are they? Aussie what?
Yeah, Australian Shepherds, yeah. This is a blue merle female. It's a blue Aussie blue merle, MERLE.
Okay, you want to know what their ranking is?
What's that? Probably top 10, I would assume.
Fucking border collies have been #1 for years.
No.
Hold on.
Well, you see what those border collies do?
Yeah. This is the mother.
I want to see where they
They
are.
got too long a hair for me.
Come on, man. Where is it?
We're trying to find out how smart your dog's going to be, Suzanne.
What's that?
Trying to find out how smart, where it ranks as far as smarting dogs.
On the scale. I don't know who put together this scale, but there's a scale. Well, this one isn't telling me. Hold on. Aussie.
That's going to be to have long hair, Mark.
Yep.
Wait a minute. Here's what it is. Wait. We know Border Collie's 1, Poodle's 2, but where the fuck? Come on. Hold on.
I never would have thought poodles too, but I've never really had a poodle.
Oh my God, they're unbelievable. But, yep, Border Collie, every single scale has these fucking Border Collies. I mean, you have a mix, right?
It's a short haired.
So he's dumb to little. No, seriously, there's
Dance doesn't have papers. It's kind of a retarded one.
Now wait a minute.
You don't need for actually.
Wait a minute.
They're better.
This scale has Aussie #2. I doubt that.
Our Aussie, her mother's a champion.
No, I'm talking about intelligence, Mark. This scale I'm looking at.
Aussie's mother came from, I don't even know where.
This scale has Border Collie 1, Aussies 2, and Poodles 3. I never heard of Aussies being smarter than Poodles, but maybe.
Yeah. I think it could be smarter than you, Mark. They might be doing the show.
Mark, did they say they're really smart?
Mark, did they say they're smart?
Say it again.
Did they say they're really smart?
I mean,
very smart. Very smart.
I mean, a champion.
Oh my God, they're in the top 5 of every list.
It's a fucking champion, man. Her mother's a champion.
But champion has nothing to do with that. That's just usually on confirmation and looks and all that.
Yeah.
But listen, man.
She's won numerous dog shows with her training.
Yeah, but dog shows are normally, seriously, they're not behavioral based.
But you said there's a training dog show?
She wrote a book.
But Mark, here's the important thing. Here's what's important.
Up.
They show up in the top 10 almost on every single list.
You're up.
Hi, Tom Martino here, 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. Okay, German Shepherds show up in the top 10 too. We're talking about intelligence of dogs off the air. Mark, of course, has that new Shepherd. Nico, very cute. He's a puppy, but he's a giant. And then that's pretty cool. And then his other dog they're getting shows up in the top 10 as an Australian dog. Australian, whatever they call him, Australian Shepherd. And then the little Shelties are pretty smart too. #1 is on every list. Every list, #1 is Border Collie, and Poodle's '2 on every list, mostly every single list. Now, here's the deal. Great Danes, I don't know where they go, Daff, but Daff doesn't care. She loves her Great Dane. Let me see where he is.
And he is so smart.
Well, I know, he's smart. That's true, but consider the family, okay? I'm just kidding. Kidding. No, seriously. No, seriously. You know how people
I'll
joke
put that
around?
Great Dane up against Nico any day when it comes to training.
How people joke around? People joke around and they say, what do you think I am, a nuclear scientist? Well, her husband is. So, actually, they're not stupid. But I don't know where the Great Dane is here. The Great Dane on this list, I don't see it.
175th.
Yeah, probably. No, really, Daff, I don't see the Great Dane. Now, yeah, your little Great Dane seems to be pretty damn smart. He talks to you, too. I didn't know Great Danes talk, man. They talk just like Scooby-Doo. He almost says, pick me up. Anyway, let's go. Rob.
I actually love them. The only problem with Great Danes, they just don't live that long because they're so big.
I know.
Hey.
Let's talk here. Did you call him Daff McDonald? You know those people. Did you call him?
I did. I had to leave a message and ask the general manager to call me back.
If it's a good deal and you want to keep it, fine. But, man, I don't blame you. If the parts aren't even going to be done till the end of November, I'm with you, man. Can you tell me what...
How did you...
Go ahead.
How did he pay? Is it all financed? Are you making payments? What's the deal?
Yeah, what's the deal on that, man? What's the deal?
The other thing is, what's the deal?
How'd you pay?
We paid cash.
Okay. Can I ask what kind? May
I'd
I
I'd ask for my money back.
Yeah, I want to ask what year it is. Did you say 14 or what?
17.
Okay, and what model?
It's an S60.
S60 Volvo. And how many miles?
Just get your money back, man.
How many miles?
30,000 miles.
And that is a good-looking car. That's a good-looking car. But Volvos have come a long way from those boxes, haven't they? And what did you pay for it?
It was like 25,000.
Whoa, that's aggressive. Meaning good. That's good.
So another thing, Tom, is that I'm losing 2 months of warranty if I wait for the car. And the other side of it, since I'm waiting for the car, I am now losing an opportunity to buy another car if they don't give me my money back. Well,
let's talk about that. You're right. Now listen, I'm seeing S60 Volvos with that's a good price for what you got. It's a pretty good price. I'm seeing them a little cheaper, but they have way more miles.
Oh, this is the premium version.
Listen,
I mean,
we'll work on getting you a refund.
With the exception of their Hyundai dealership, and I don't even know what's going on over there. The sales manager is no longer there that I've known forever, but I've never had any luck with any problems they've had with Audi. In fact, that general manager of their Audi store, Tom, never called me back after promising I would not shop there in a million years.
What?
And now this is a second Volvo complaint. I also left a message for one of the owners, McDonald himself, and I haven't heard a damn thing back from them. So I'll tell you what, I've talked a lot of good things about their Hyundai dealership, and I'm not going to retract those because I think they're still online. But the rest of their dealerships, they don't do anything with problems.
Okay, well, that's news to me. I thought they were great, but you're the one handling it with them. So, Daft, try to reach out to him. Maybe you'll have better luck than Mark did. I want to hear about this handicapped van. I'm curious. Judy, what's going on?
Hi. It's not my van, but I know of someone who their father has passed away, and he had a van equipped for a handicapped driver.
Well, is it also equipped to pick up? Is it equipped where the driver can pull out the wheelchair from the back and all that?
Yes, and they're selling it along with an electric wheelchair.
How much?
And they're offering both of them for $3,000.
No. The van? Wait a minute. This can't be. Well, tell me about the van.
Okay, hold on. I need to look at a text while I'm telling you this.
I need to know about the van.
It's a 2002 Chrysler.
Yes.
Town and Country.
Wait, did she just drop off?
Town and Country.
Go ahead.
LX.
Yeah?
1.3-liter V6, about 97,000 miles.
How many miles, Judy?
96.
96. Thank you. 96,000. Go ahead. Now, man, is it running? Is there anything wrong with it?
Oh, yeah. No, the man simply passed away, and his sons are trying to
listen.
To the estate.
Please let us find someone really needy. I don't want someone. Here's what I fear, Judy. I fear someone's going to buy it and resell it. So allow us to do checks on people. I know someone in a wheelchair who has a van that's aging right now, but I'm not sure if this one is better than hers or not. I'm not sure, but I know this. At $3,000, almost anyone can buy it and then just resell it. And I'd rather get someone blessed with this, get someone who can really use it. All right. A 2002 Chrysler Town and Country. People, if you contact us, we expect us to do a little check on you because we do not want people buying and reselling this thing. A 2002 Chrysler Town and Country, 96,000 miles. And let me get it straight, Judy. Is this the kind where your wheelchair becomes the driver's seat, it clamps down, or is it where the wheelchair is picked up and put in the van and you get in the driver's seat? Judy?
Seat.
What's that?
In the back of the van.
So
the wheelchair's in the back of the van.
But does the wheelchair automatically... Does the van have a lift for the wheelchair?
Yes, a Bruno Joey lift.
Got it. Yep, that's it. That's it. Good. And it has hand controls.
I believe so.
Judy, this is wonderful. Can you get us all the details off the air for Daphne? And Daphne, I want to make this very clear. I do not want people, because truly, at $3,000 they can buy, especially with an electric wheelchair, they'll buy the damn things and resell them. I don't want people doing that. What?
I don't think this is the kind where you can stay in the wheelchair and drive.
No, it's not. But who cares? It's that most people don't use that kind. Most people use the one that's on this deal, this lift. And it's wonderful, Mark. It comes with an electric wheelchair. Now, for all we know, maybe we can give somebody a wheelchair and get somebody else the van. Who knows? But thank you for letting us know, Judy, because we are all about helping people in need. And thank you. Get the information, Daphne.
I have the information, Tom, but can we ask people to send us an email, help@troubleshooter.com?
Right. Don't call us. Help at troubleshooter.com. Help at troubleshooter.com. A wheelchair van with an automated lift and an electric wheelchair, all for $3,000. What a lovely gesture from this family. We'll do more on this. We have a comment on the Volvo and everything coming up. Why the hell are they doing those ants? Mark?
Yeah.
I got this 15-second bullshit again.
From the
I have no idea.
Center, let's start off with the
Just
good
do
news.
it.
That rollover crash at
I
the
think
ramp
they're
on
freebies for Joe, but it still makes zero sense.
The ramp is now open all
Hey, Tom, this dog list has Australian Shepherd at number 66.
Oh, that's I don't know that. Let's go to the whatchamacallit, AKC.
But it has Poodle number 2.
The AKC.
Oh, okay, okay, I'll look at that.
I saw in every list I looked, they were in the top 10, except one list.
Now, what is in the top 10? The Australian cattle dog.
Oh, that's not what I'm looking.
No, two different things.
I might have been looking at those too. I might have been looking at those. I got to do a spot, guys. When you are charged with a crime, it's the worst time to go searching for an attorney. I've done the searching for you. I've known Joe Lazzara for 30 years. Joseph A. Lazzara. On my referral list at referralist.com. Also at 303-429-6200.
Mark, we just found out that dog's not that smart.
Especially when they live in the country.
Where do Huskies rank on that?
Oh, Huskies are fucked.
No, they're not bad.
They don't make the chart.
They're like 75.
Huskies are stupid. They are. They're stupid. How do you get a dog to pull a sled? Or a greyhound to chase a fake rabbit?
Huskies definitely are not smart.
I mean, that's not subjective. That's
Did
real.
you ever have a mutt, Tom?
What's that?
I think mutts are the smartest.
Yeah, I've had mutts in my life. Mutts are always smart.
So this is
Never had a mutt.
Border Collie, Poodle, Shepherd number 3. Is that
Yeah,
what it
is this AKC?
No, this is the smart.
No, this is not bullshit. I mean, Dobermans are smart, but there's no way they're in the top.
They're really smart, man.
You know what I heard the
Look at
dumbest was?
Rottweilers.
Irish setters are at the bottom of the list.
Well, listen, any dog that is used as protection is intelligent because they have to be.
Right. Here's the top 100 Boston Terrier.
Hey, Mark.
At least it made it to Great Dane.
What did it cost you to get your pellets put in?
I can't talk about that on the air.
Okay.
Great Dane is 88.
I'll send you an email.
Why, are you looking at doing it?
Yeah.
Man, Doc, I have to tell you, up until I was sick last night, it's fucking amazing, and I shouldn't even be feeling symptoms yet. My dreams are fucking vivid. I'm sleeping like a goddamn baby.
All right, because I had my free testosterone checked by my doctor.
How much is it?
And a little bit low. I forget what the actual value was, but it was low normal.
You don't remember at all?
He said, I forget the
Low
number.
normal doesn't mean even normal doesn't mean normal. It's normal for your age.
Right.
And that don't go by that. The optimized number for everyone is 800 to 1100.
Oh, it's way below that. That's why I want to get the pellets.
Like Mark's was around 400, and they said it was normal, but it's not.
All right, I'll send you an email, Mark.
Tom, I've got reverse pellets. They said my testosterone's so high.
They're sucking it out.
Notch me down.
They're sucking it out.
Yeah, there's a lot of estrogen.
Does it help that?
My energy level, like I said, up till I was sick last night, has been fucking phenomenal. The sleeping, I'm telling you, listen to this. I had a dream so vivid, I punched my fucking backboard on my bed.
I do that. That's one thing. My dreams are really weird.
I didn't see the energy level in the racquetball. You must have been holding back.
Shit.
Hey, Mark, did it affect your penile implant? Okay, glad to hear that.
I'm telling you, we get in that habit. Just me?
No, it's just a weird commercial.
Build your drink? Quick!
Okay.
The quicker picker upper.
I thought maybe you were having a party.
Yeah, we thought we were on.
Each sheet is 2 times more absorbent, so you can use less than the leading value brand. So you can get back to the party.
They're not that smart, though.
Yeah, right.
They look like, no, they are smart. No, they're really smart.
Well, look it up. I'll look up in AKC.
I will.
Great Dane's 88.
They call the Kaminsky stuff.
Yeah, on the top.
That's like a hamster.
The Siberian Husky 74.
I got it. I've got it. Here's the AKC. Red Border Collie, Poodle, German. Mark! According to the AKC and a canine psychologist, Border Collie's 1, Poodles 2, German Shepherd is 3.
But where's the
Hold
Australian
on, I'm going to
Shepherd?
go back. Hold on. Golden Retriever's 4, Doberman is 5, the Shelties are 6, Labrador is 7, a Papillon is 8. They're dumb little shits. A Rottweiler is 9, Australian Cattle Dog is 10. So that's not an Australian.
So no, so it's Australian cattle. You got the dumb Australian.
The cattle dogs are pretty good at catching frisbees.
Man, the cattle dogs look like hyenas almost.
Wait a minute. A border. Where the fuck are? What is his dog? His dog is again.
Australian Shepherd.
I don't see it here.
They look way down there.
They're not stupid, man. I mean, how can they say that? Don't they use them for herding dogs?
Yeah.
He's tweeting
All right, I'm looking.
Follow the Troubleshooter at Real
10 seconds, you're back in.
Connected with all of Denver's talk stations on Twitter.
Just give me your Twitter and I'll follow you.
Find us right now at 630KHOW.
All right. I went to the AKC intelligence scale for dogs. I'm up to 79. I don't see the Great Dane, but I do see Bulldog at 77. So they're both ugly and stupid. Oh no, you know how many people, I'm just kidding. You know how many people are going to hate me on that one? Bulldogs. I'm telling you, people are more passionate about their dogs than their politics. The Border Collie's 1 in almost every scale. Poodle is number 2. I can tell you, man, they are freaking smart. German Shepherd is 3. That's pretty good. And
You're not finding the Great Dane because he's off the
charts on the other end, though. Listen, I think a lot has to do also with stimulating environments, surely. So he's with a rocket scientist, so perhaps it'll be smarter. We have Shelties. They're pretty smart in most ones. I don't see collies. I thought regular collies I don't see in the top 25, which surprised me. A Pomeranian is 23. Of course, the Labradors are in the top, and the Golden and the Labs, they're up in the top 5 or top. Yeah, the Golden Retriever is number 4. The Lab is number 7. But then number 8's a Papillon, and I always thought they were dumb little things, but... and by the way, don't confuse intelligence with bladder control. Never happens. And, okay, so where is this Border Collie? I mean, not the Border Collie, the Australian, the Aussie. The Boxer's 40. Oh, the Great Dane's 48. Tied with the Boxer.
Australian Shepherd will be in your top 10, no doubt.
No, but it wasn't, Mark. The Australian Sheepdog, the Australian Cattle Dog.
Well, that's what it is. That's what it is.
I think it is, Mark. I think it is.
Of course it is.
All right. Anyway, This is AKC, and I want to know, though, and you know what, though? I wonder if they have a cuteness scale. Now, that would be different, but then that would be so over the board. People, I want to know about your dogs and why you think they're intelligent, okay? So call me if you have a breed and if they're smart. Now, mutts, I think, of course, take the best of everything in most cases. I think they do.
Yeah, right.
Now, Craig, what is your comment on Volvo, by the way, Craig? I'm Tom Martino. Go ahead, sir.
Hi, Tom.
Yes.
I don't see any reason that they couldn't go ahead and release this car to these people. As you recall, when these Takata airbag recalls came out, they would notify you ahead of time, and most of the time they said parts are not in the dealerships yet for you to come in and have your vehicle serviced or the recall satisfied. Were we all supposed to just not drive our cars and be afraid to drive them? And nowhere in that information from the factories did they say, due to this recall, please avoid driving your vehicle, even though we knew, and they knew, that the shrapnel could come out of those airbags.
Hey, I think the seatbelt, though, is different. You're not even allowed to sell a vehicle in the state of Colorado anymore without a seatbelt.
You know...
Well, not all of those seatbelts fail, though. With those recalls, only a certain percentage of them fail. It's not an across-the-board failure. A lot of times they replace the airbag and find out there was really, nothing wrong with it other than it was, just to cover their butts, they would replace
Craig, my point, though, is the airbag is one thing, the seatbelt's another.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Well, I think the airbag could be just as dangerous. I mean, if that thing deploys and supposedly it had that shrapnel in it,
you die.
Are you going to be able to go back onto the maker of the vehicle?
But here's what I find odd, though. I mean, they have to let them. They have to let them.
Out.
Yeah.
It's insane.
Yeah, they have to let them out. But the more important,
I would agree with that.
The more pressing issue right now is I forgot to order our pizza for the guys, and anyway,
God.
Let's move on to Julie, who has a serious issue here. Her brother just passed away. Julie, we're sorry about that. When did he die, Julie?
Hi there. He passed away on the 15th.
Now, was this sudden?
September 15th.
Was this sudden?
Yeah, well, sudden but not unexpected. He had health issues and
by the way, out of curiosity, anything to do with COVID at all?
No, absolutely not.
Okay. All right. Well, listen, anyway, what can we help you with, dear?
Well, I was just calling. He the police called him homeless. He liked Nomad better.
Yeah, that sounds good.
But he just traveled Arizona, and he passed away in Flagstaff, in Williams, actually. And he has no will, no nothing. The police called me next of kin, and I'm just wondering, how do I proceed from here? Do I need an attorney? What kind of attorney? All those questions.
All right. What does he own to his name? Everything.
A truck and a trailer.
Okay, is the truck worth anything?
Oh, well, probably I would say probably about $12,000.
Okay, so if you want to take the truck, you can do a small estate affidavit. Blake Harris can tell us more about it, but we've told us this before. There's a form. You download it and fill it out and file it with the court, and that's done. You transfer the truck. Oh, no, that's right. I think he said, wait a minute. No, you can't do that with a vehicle or real estate, no matter how little it's worth. That's right. He says you do have to transfer title in a probate matter. It's not that expensive, but I believe small probate or small estate affidavits only for money, cash, stocks, bonds. Hold on and let's get him. Again, every time I think I know this, I have to ask him. Daphne, did you try calling him? Blake? Yeah.
I'm on it.
Okay, let's do it. Blake Harris. And for everyone listening, he's at 833-ASK-BLAKE. Julie, hold on. When we get him, we'll come right back to you, okay? We'll come right back to you. I'm Tom Martino.
All right. Give me just one.
Okay, guys, pizza's coming.
Live ABC News coverage begins at 6, followed by the debate at 7.
We're ready, right?
Against
We're ready. Tom, also ask her what you can do about the body.
Now,
if it's in Arizona.
This report is
Because
sponsored by
that's another thing that has to be done properly.
Let's start off with the good news.
Hey, Mark, how come you didn't get an Australian cattle dog? I really like those.
470 has cleared. The ramp is now
I really like those.
My God, I'll tell you what.
Good news, that crash westbound I-70 in Colorado. That's finally been cleared. Traffic.
I didn't realize a Rottweiler was so smart.
There's now a stall in traffic on westbound I-70.
Okay, guys, pizza's on its way.
Yeah.
So just watch out for that. Two left lanes are blocked out east on eastbound I-70, approaching E470 for road work as well. Weather forecast.
What did you say was a dumb one, the golden retriever? No.
No, hell no.
They're smart. They're smart.
Irish setters is supposed to be
Irish setters. Okay.
630 K-How.
You know what? Let me see.
But not when it comes to managing your prescriptions. That's why CVS is a tool designed to look for ways that make
What?
You should have got the Australian cattle dog.
What? That's what I have, you goof.
No, you got an Australian Shepherd.
Malamute is 50. That's not that bad. 50. It's in the top 50, a Malamute.
Did you find Australian
So
Shepherd?
hold on. Siberian Husky is 45.
Not bad.
No, it's not.
There's so many different Huskies.
Great Dane is 48.
Where's Australian Shepherd? Where did you see that one?
I don't see it yet, man. I don't see
Not
it.
making the list.
I don't see. Are you sure that's what it's called, an Australian Shepherd?
Yes.
Hey, Tom?
Yeah.
We're engineers on that list.
That's the problem.
Hey.
What do they think with breeds of dog?
There are exceptions based on environment and stuff, is what they say.
Oh, no doubt.
Like, Mark's dogs would naturally be more stupid. Is he there? Is he hearing this?
Wait, but isn't...
Yeah, he's there. Are you there?
Yeah, just so you know, for the 100th time, the Australian Shepherd and the Australian Cattle Dog are the same breed, but it depends on how tall they are as which one they are.
Oh, okay, good. So they are smart.
It's funny I just read that, because technically I don't know which one we'll have till they're full grown.
And did you know a pit bull's not really called a pit bull? Their actual breed?
No, your mother is an Australian Shepherd. That's an Australian
It's an American
Shepherd.
Staffordshire Terrier.
So that means she must be, let me look here. Let me see.
Here, I mean, look, I got they're number 66.
Where do boxes fit in on that?
What's 66?
Are they smart?
Yeah.
The Australian Shepherd.
They're,
Full of shit.
You want me to send you the link?
Yeah, send me the
48.
Okay.
They're tied with the Great Dane.
Okay. And one more. What about Weimaraners?
Oh, yeah, I saw them.
Because we had a Weimaraner.
Samoyeds are 33. So the Huskies are not that bad. American Eskimos 35. See, I always thought they were way down. No, wait, Weimaraner's 21.
Wow.
25, yeah.
I fooled our Weimaraner. I told you that. She used to...
Now, this surprised me.
What?
Cocker Spaniels, number 20. I thought they were dumb shits.
Yeah, me too. They just look dumb.
Well, if you think about it, I mean, but these poodles are fucking scary. Holy shit, what they do, what they figure out. They're scary.
Really?
I've had, honestly.
I guess I've just never
swear
done
to
it.
God, they're reading your lips.
Actually, Dan, I think you're right. I didn't see your link yet, but I just found something else that I believe.
What, about the dog?
Yeah.
You say that so much. Dan, you're right.
Yeah, I do.
So we had a Weimaraner that would always go into our pantry, Dan.
Yeah.
So finally, after 3 years, I figured out all I had to do was turn the handle upside down. So she never did it again. She didn't realize that they had
What are Burmese mountain dogs? They're not on here.
My border collie, I actually had to shut the door to the library because it was reading all the books.
How much Australian? I mean, how much border collie is there?
How do you know? Don't.
Well, they can actually tell you to the percent.
I suppose if you did a blood test.
Yeah, they're not
this is
expensive
the
anymore.
Yeah.
But is he mostly, you think?
I would say mostly that. Maybe a little cat.
I mean, can you tell he's pretty smart?
Oh yeah, I don't even train him to be smart.
Okay.
You know,
I mean, he understands what you tell him.
Oh yeah. Especially now as he gets older, because he's. But you know the
Can he fill in for me when I'm out?
you know, Huskies to me, I think you say they're dumb because the way they look at you. They look at you.
Well, actually, I've had Great Pyrenees, and every one of the Huskies is smarter than the Great Pyrenees. Great Pyrenees is 64. I thought they were way smarter.
I don't know. But Huskies will look at you, they turn their head, like...
Yeah, well, that's because they're wondering, what the fuck are you saying? Blood? Yeah.
Just go to Harry's. Just let you know, I have an update on Jergens.
Oh, good. Don't tell me. Good.
No problem. And also, I'm just saying, I will put my German Shepherd Husky mix up against any dog, any day.
Smart?
Oh yeah, he's smart as hell.
We ought to have a contest. That would be fun.
Standing on my head.
God, some dogs are just beautiful. Holy shit!
Dogs are
this Belgian Tervuren. Oh my God, how beautiful is this dog? Look at this dog.
Oh, it looks like a Shalimar German Shepherd.
That is a beautiful
Actually,
dog.
it looks like a devil there.
Holy shit, are they beautiful?
Look at it. It looks like a devil
I know
almost.
Oh, they're beautiful.
And that looks like Mark's dog, right?
Mark's dog is pretty. Yeah,
Nico's
cute.
Nico's a very cute dog, yeah.
But I like longer. Well, actually, his hair's not. What's that?
Like long hair.
I'm saying back in about 20 seconds.
Okay.
Mute.
This is a beautiful dog I had never heard about.
What dog is it?
It's called the the Belgian Tervuren.
All right, guys, you're back in there.
Hello, I'm Tom Martino, your troubleshooter. And getting back to the puppies. What a beautiful puppy or dog, the Belgian Tervuren. I've never heard of it before. The Belgian Tervuren, Tervuren is spelled Tervuren. Oh, they're beautiful dogs.
And Tom?
Yeah.
Did you see what I put up there? The Danes' hunting instincts and ability to learn for themselves make them more intelligent that they don't get credit for.
Oh, could be. So Blake didn't answer, but I'm sure I went back and looked. Julie, you're going to have to, let's talk about your brother's estate in general. He has a truck and a trailer. What's the trailer worth? Julie, what's the trailer worth?
Maybe about $4,000.
Okay. Now, here's what you can do. If you open up probate, get the car or truck transferred. Does he have anything else?
No, he's got a storage unit here in the Denver area. I'm not sure where.
You're not required to do anything. You can let it go. You're not required to take on, this is what's important for you to know. You're not required to take on any obligation. However, there is a technicality that if the estate has value, bills have to be paid, and there's a way to advertise it. And most of the time with something like this, people have to evaluate, is it worth taking the asset if I have to deal with liabilities? Now, will that storage unit be a liability? Well, you don't know. You'd have to advertise it. And Blake would help us come through on the procedure. So what we're going to do, by the way, is call you back when we do get a hold of him. But here's what I'm telling you in general. Once you open a probate, you take on the responsibility of liquidating assets and paying bills. That I know. Okay? Now, you don't have to open a probate, and you don't have to do that. For example, if someone had a timeshare, or if someone had a piece of junk car, if someone owed more money than something's worth, if someone had a gym membership, or anything like that, you can simply not open probate, period. Just walk away. If you want, you can open probate if it's worth your while. And again, I don't think the storage unit's going to come after him. They'll probably just foreclose on the storage and take it. If you think there might be stuff in there that you want to keep, then you'd want to do that. But once you do that again, you're letting them know you're ready to pay. So it's really up to you to evaluate. You can ignore the entire thing. Now, what about his body? What are you going to do about that? Because if you open probate, people are going to wonder, are you paying for his burial? You're not required to, by the way. But what do you plan on doing there?
Oh, well, where he passed away was, in a forest. And they towed his truck and trailer and were storing it. So I quickly went down there and picked it up, So because they were charging $40 a day.
Where's his
so
body?
I went and picked it up and brought it back.
Where's
and
his
his
body?
is still down there, and I made arrangements for.
When you say down there, you don't mean in the forest?
No.
Okay.
I made arrangements for cremation.
Did you pay for it?
I have paid for part of it.
Well, you've taken that on then because you signed for it. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, before they cremated him, you had to sign something, I'm positive.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
And are you was he married?
No.
Does he have any other relatives?
He has one daughter that he has been estranged with for many years
Doesn't
now.
matter. She automatically gets it. She automatically gets it.
Okay. Gets what?
Everything. She gets first rights to the estate.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yep. First it goes to spouse, then children, then siblings.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Without a will.
Yeah.
Okay. So you might want to contact her or attempt to contact her. You don't have to wait until you reach her. You just have to make an effort. Again, here's what I love about Blake Harris. He's going to answer all of these questions free of charge. There is no hurry right now, right? Do you have a few days to wait?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think so.
All right. We will get you on that and get you specifically the information. We haven't forgotten about Champion Windows Diamond. You're next. We also have Jurgen with an update on the stimulus check. Ants did some investigating on that. So all of that.
What happens if they can't find the daughter?
Yeah, then it goes. Then it's considered goes to the siblings. It goes in line, and that's what I said. You only have to attempt to find her. We have more coming up.
And is she the only sibling?
Okay.
Yeah, the attempt, is that where you got to put in the paper and stuff? Or?
Guys, did I do anything about, I did one Panacea, Genesis, Duran. Did I do anyone else? No, okay.
No.
I got a lot to do then.
Or you Joseph, okay, Lazera, but that was that 15-second one.
Yeah, but I'm talking about my in-house stuff. I ought to give you a list.
Yeah, that'd be good to have, just to... Are you looking at the dogs, Mark? You know, after having a dog, who could be a cat person?
You know what?
Cats have a particular charm, but I agree.
Look at a Ridgeback. You want to see a good-looking dog? Look at a Ridgeback.
I think I've seen them, and I don't like them. I think. Well, I love all dogs, but I mean, let's look.
Did you see that doc when you came home? They're always happy to see you. You could have the worst day.
I know cats are terrible. I don't want to buy a cat.
Our cats are sweet. We got 3.
But I mean, compared to a dog,
They say this son of a bitch is in the top 20. This little piece.
I know it does look like it.
They have little brains.
They got little brains.
So do we.
These are little Shelties. I had one of those. I had 2 of them.
So much hair, though. Don't they shed a lot?
Yeah. I love collies, though. Oh God, I love them.
I guess what's nice about a poodle, they don't shed
take
at
a picture of the Ridgeback.
I'm going to.
Okay.
I'm looking for it.
Because they are really...
I'm going to search it here.
Because there wasn't enough space in these overcrowded rooms for all the veterans, the home placed 9 beds.
It's called Ridgeback, or is it a country Ridgeback?
No, it's a Ridgeback. I know there's something in front of it.
What kind of dog do you have, Dan?
Border mix. Border collie mix.
Oh, so you got a mutt.
Yeah, I got a mutt.
Rhodesian Ridgeback.
Like me.
Oh, you just happened to be an R. You're lucky. Oh, they're nice, but they're not what I would call beautiful. But I don't think that's in the eye of the beholder. Look at this Ridgeback. They're pleasant dogs. Oh yeah, that's a good looking. I wonder here.
They look like a.
This is the real tell right here.
Right.
Oh my God.
Look at that puppy.
I love those. So those are short-haired, plain.
I think shepherds are just. I tell you what. I think huskies are beautiful.
There's a picture of a German Shepherd.
I love all dogs. I've never found a dog I didn't like.
There was a picture. There was a.
So you like Cujo?
Bulldogs? Come on.
Bulldogs.
Look at this little one.
Those are ugly.
These little Frenchies are so cute.
But you know, they're really
Look
popular.
at, they're so cute.
They're very popular these days. Do you know that, Tom?
That's it. Yeah, these are the cuter ones. The other ones are just ugly.
And they slime these other bulldogs.
Okay,
just
let's
like-
look at the big one. Let's look at the big one.
There,
The
God.
regular American bulldog. It is.
We used to have one in the Marine Corps that used to sit around, and every time it sat down, it had a puddle of saliva by his mouth.
Like the one from the one they used for Georgia Tech Bulldogs?
Right, same one.
Look here. These, honest to God.
Yeah, you can't tell me that's cute.
No.
It's ugly as
It's cute in its ugliness. Look at it. Look at it.
That's a last call dog.
God, if you tell anybody, though, that their dog is
They are
ugly.
so popular these days.
Look at them. Look. If you tell someone.
And they're not worth anything. They can't hardly run.
They can't breathe.
Hey, Tom, check. What do you think the most popular breed is? Check for popularity of breeds.
I know what it is. The number one. Let's do it. What do you think? A doodle, the doodle.
I think a lot of doodles just
the
because
doodle
they're
of any
hairless.
kind.
Because not
Most
hairless.
popular
breeds.
dog breeds in America. Because we don't care about the other. Okay.
That's a good point. Someone says, as far as you know, on that, they should ask about his taxes. Make sure his taxes are all paid. What that lady's.
Now AKC will know.
I don't see Malamute anywhere either. They're one of the smartest fucking dogs out there.
You know what? This can't be. This can't. Okay, because the Labradoodles aren't registered, so they won't count them. They're only counting. They're only counting.
Actual breed.
The actual registration. Retrievers, German Shepherds, Retrievers. Okay, Labrador Shepherds.
This is what amazes me. That bulldogs are there and they're so.
French bulldogs are 4, but poodles are 6. But let me tell you, the doodles have taken over the world.
Is that AKC?
Yes.
I will go to a different list.
Yeah, but okay, you mean just dogs in general?
Yeah, because that's like you said, that's only the AKC registered breeds.
Anyone 18 to 22 is banned from group gatherings. In sports, the Rockies on the road this afternoon, taking on the Diamondbacks. The Nuggets face possible.
Yeah, see, the Ridgeback was up there.
Hold on.
That's the latest. I'm Chad Hoffman. Now, impact traffic.
See, there's still the AKC we can't go by.
Sports Traffic Center.
I assume her brother's actually a native of California or Colorado, right?
But they're not going to. They say most popular pure breed. That's all. That's most of the lists are only going to be.
Did you look in that list, Mark?
Okay. Good news. Off highway, got a crash.
Yeah. See, none of them actually classify because a Labradoodle or a doodle of any kind is considered a mutt.
It's going to be mostly sunny today with a hot high of 90. Tonight, partly.
Here are the 5 most popular canines. Let's see what they say.
With your impact traffic and weather.
Mixed breed.
630 K-How.
That's the number one.
You know,
see, that's where the doodle comes in, but we don't know.
That's why CVS has a tool designed to look for ways that may help lower your prescription.
Yeah, just for hair, I can see the doodle.
Okay.
Savings here.
I need to get some.
This is my colleague Janine heard me talking about my
This guy said that as far as on the storage unit, they said most storage units will allow you, if you have proper paperwork, just go in there and look at it and see if you can empty it out.
If you owe money, they won't. They fucking are terrible.
Oh, you bet. Absolutely.
I told you to go to AfterwardsDental.com and check out all of their amazing reviews. Then pick up the phone and call 303-416-3240.
He says you just need a certificate of death
3240.
to get in there. But you're right, if you owe money, I'm sure.
Right. I'm telling you, man. Fucking store, you know, and the other towed cars and shit. Holy shit! If you owe money, you don't get shit.
Yeah.
You don't get to go in the glove compartment. They're really strict about that. I'd like to know the downright fucking law of that, because you know how many times we get that.
Well,
they don't care about the car, but they want to get their shit out.
Certain tools, I thought you can get off. You got like tools. That's
Do we actually know is the idea. So guys, headset's working out, right?
Yeah,
it's working great.
You know what's really good? We're not going to get kicked off now. Well, because when things come up, we don't have this on as far as the music.
Are you sure? I wonder.
That's a.
We'll see.
8255. Thank you for being loudmouth. You wondering what's going on? I'm Tom Martino. Been on the air 40 years in Denver, solving problems, answering questions, taking complaints, making your life a little easier if I can, recovering hundreds of millions of dollars in cash, merchandise, exchanges, refunds, and services. Not only the longest-running air personality in Denver, but also the longest-running radio show in America with the same host currently on the air, and we love it. So all you have to do to take part of it, remember 303-MARTINO. That's it. 303-MARTINO. That's the number. 303-627-8466. And you can call 24/7 for help. And right now when we're on the air, you can call that number or you can call 303-713-TALK. It's Friday, which is car day usually, but we can do cars, and we will. If you call about them. This hour brought to you by RealCBDThatWorks.com. Panacea Life Sciences. RealCBDThatWorks.com. By now you know. My name, Tom, T-O-M, will get you 30% off CBD products. If you haven't tried them, you should. Wonderful products that I use a lot for anti-inflammatory reasons, pain, and anti-anxiety. And I don't know why the anxiety thing works, but it's cool. It's not that I have a lot of anxiety anyway, but it's a great thing to have. Now, let's talk. A deputy, well, is he? Yeah, he's Deputy Ants. Ants is on our board. He does the controls. And Ants did some checking on the stimulus check for Jurgen. Jurgen doesn't have access to a computer, doesn't know how to use a computer, doesn't have any friends, doesn't have any neighbors, has no one. He's basically alone. He'd like to get some information on why he didn't get his check. So we said, can we log in? We asked if we could log in with his information and find out where'smycheck.com or wherever you went. Ants, what did you find, sir?
Well, I logged on, and he said that he had not filed yet, so I went on and I got all of his information, and I did the non-filer information for him. But then it turned out that he actually had filed before, and I remembered he did mention that somebody had filed and got a passcode for him before. So I went and tried to check the Where's My Check, and they could not find that. I found the number for if you lost your paper check or your card that they mailed you in the mail. He called that, and they said that they also could not find anything for his check in their system. So then I asked him. I was like, "Did you who did this information for you the last time?" It was the person who threw him out.
The girlfriend.
And
the girlfriend got it.
And so now I was like, "Does she have your social security information?" And I was like, "Yeah." I was like, "Does she have?" I was like, "And was your previous address what was on your taxes?" Yeah, and so therefore I'm thinking that maybe the stimulus check did go to his old address. The other person has it, and if they have his social security and stuff, they could have activated over the phone. So it could be just like the last person that helped out who had the no contact with his girlfriend, and it looked like the same thing happened there.
Doggone it. I have a feeling you're right. Jurgen, I think you got Jurgened around, boy. I think you got jerked around by the previous tenant there, or your previous mate. Were you guys married or just together?
I gave everything up to be for her. We moved in together, and then
how long were you guys together?
Almost 3 years.
And how'd you meet her?
I met her during my last job. I was a janitor for the little courts here, and I met her in one of the offices.
Okay.
At the courthouse.
Now, Jurgen, you guys lived together 3 years. That's no small thing. And you thought it was a lifetime. That's wonderful that you found someone, and it would have been nice if it worked out. What happened?
I gave everything to her, and they found out that she's a sociopath. She doesn't have any empathy.
What do you mean by a sociopath? That's a diagnosis. I mean, what do you mean?
What do you mean? Okay, I found this out because we know very little about him. They don't tell us about him. It's somebody who has no empathy.
Yeah.
They are able to tell you that they love you and portray that, but in the end, it's all about them.
So far you're describing Mark. Go ahead. Keep going. I'm just kidding. Go ahead. No, it's just...
And living with her was really difficult, but I loved her, and when I hook on to you like that, when somebody says that to me, I just don't give them up.
Yeah,
so I stayed until the very end.
What happened? You said you were betrayed.
Yes. Well, I gave everything, and then only to find out that she didn't want me at all and never loved me. So,
do you think she
from
was
the
using?
moment she
What was
said
she?
she
Was
loved
she
me-
using you?
Yes. Yes.
For what? What was
Sounds-
she using you for?
Sounds like she bled him dry of all of his money and then
That's what
left.
I'm getting at. That's what I'm getting at because he was
Yeah,
a
but he
place.
gets
Go ahead.
he gets $800 a month.
Yeah, it wasn't like a. But Jurgen, was she living with you?
Yes, we were living together at one time.
Did you get rent subsidy
She had
then?
a lot of- Well, we were supposed to be together, but it was all a lie all along.
I understand. Were you getting a rent subsidy? We're trying to figure out why she was using you.
No, she had her own place.
Okay.
Because she was, I guess that's what the sociopaths do in between marriages and all, and I was the one that helped her
Jurgen,
through that.
did she come right out and say, "I don't love you, I never did"?
Yes.
Oh, that's too bad.
At the end there.
Yeah.
But the game, she played it so good. I mean, they're so perfect. It's like a female Ted Bundy.
Wow. That's
Are
pretty
you
strong.
saying she ate people?
No, Bundy didn't eat him. He
did
just
a lot
killed
of-
him.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's Dahmer.
Yeah, Dahmer ate him. So, hey, Jurgen, this is really too bad. We think she could have cheated you. Now, Ants, do you know if there's a way? Does it say anything about what if your check was stolen or anything, Ants?
Yes, there is a link. Hold on, I'm grabbing my laptop right now because I have it pulled up.
Okay. So if there's a link there, maybe we can help him with the stolen check and report her. Do you think she
Yeah.
would have kept it if it came in the mail, Jurgen?
Man, she did a lot of things behind my back that I just ate up and never, really called authorities in. I was just willing to practice unconditional love with this woman, and at every turn of the way, she...
Yeah. It sounds like you were taken for
Well, she was a heavy drinker at one time,
Hey,
a heavy
did you-
drinker, a
did you
real
ever-
heavy drinker.
Did you ever have a relationship before this, Jurgen?
With someone else?
Yeah.
You mean?
Yeah.
In my life, yes.
Okay.
I did, for a short amount of time.
Okay, Jurgen, where's your family?
They went away in 1966.
Yeah, you keep mentioning that. What do you mean, 1966? They're not buried somewhere, right? Behind your house?
My mother... I came from Germany.
Okay, I get it. Okay.
My mother remarried a military person.
Okay. So Jurgen, it's just too bad you're all alone. Have you ever tried to get involved with a senior center or anything like that?
They're all shut down now, and they're afraid.
You're right. You're right.
I'm able to do... Yes.
Okay,
Hey, Tom.
Deputy Doc, your phone's ringing, sir. All right.
Tom, I found the link right here. It is www.irs.gov/identity theft. They tell you to complete form 14039, the identity theft affidavit. It says print and mail your tax return, including that form, and copies to the state or federal identification. So,
And he doesn't have tax returns.
yeah, he doesn't have any of his tax returns or anything like that. So,
But hold on now. If he doesn't get the check, if someone else got the check, don't they get punished? There must be a place to look into that. I imagine a lot of people had their checks stolen. You want us to call her? Do you have her number? We can scare the hell out of her.
Yeah, I do have her number, but she's totally not answering.
Yeah, not you.
Well, when you call,
we might be able to get her to answer and say, "Look,
yeah, hook us up."
We think
I'm dying to talk to this
we
lady.
have a feeling that you took the check, and we're going to get it prosecuted unless you come clean. Jurgen, that's where
That
your
might
check
help.
went. What's that?
Yeah, that's where it went. She's always done this throughout our relationship. She's always done something sneaky to try to get rid of me.
Wow. You know how to pick them. But that's too bad.
Yeah.
No, on a serious note, that's a problem. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to call her and see if we can scare her. And if she has the check, maybe she'll make it good or whatever. But we never know. We never know. So hold on. We'll get to you right after this. And also, Diamond comes up about Champion Windows. Also, we can take your calls at 303-713-TALK, 713-8255, or 303-MARTINO.
Denver's talk station, 630 K.
All right,
I got him. I got him.
Tom, you got both of you?
Yes, sir.
Boy Scouts from America. If you were sexually abused at Scout, you could receive compensation.
We have about 20 seconds.
Thank you. File a claim by November 16, 2020. You may file a sexual abuse claim regardless of your current age or the year the sexual abuse occurred.
Visit official BSA.
They said if it hasn't been cashed, I guess I didn't.
907.
Here you go. Ideal Home Loans, 627.
84, Boy Scouts of America.
Ideal Home Loans for your next Ideal Home Loan. That means you will get a loan that's best fit for you. And I mean that sincerely. First and foremost, don't forget the interest rate guarantee. If rates go down over the next 2 years, you're refinanced free of charge. Every time you close, you get another 2-year guarantee. They also have the pick your term loan. You can pick whatever term you want. You can go to 13 years. You can go to 23 years, 28, 27, whatever you want. Then, in addition to all of that, of course, they have credit optimization. That means they tweak your credit to get you better pricing. What does that mean? Well, you might be approved, but maybe you pay down a credit card by a few bucks to get you better pricing. In one case, they saved the guy $200 a month. They are direct mortgage lenders, been in business since the early 2000s by Brent Ivinson, still in charge of his team, and they work for you. They're not commission-based. So give them a call, 303-867-7000, or go online, start the process, idealhomeloans.com. Hey, I have Fix-It 24/7 at my home right now. You know why? A moving truck drove down the alley and pulled down the mast where the power's connected and the cable and everything, pulled it right down almost off the house. Now that moving company was good enough to offer to pay for it all. And even at that, Fix-It is doing it cheaper than anyone else and for value. I'm not saying they're the cheapest. I'm saying they could have taken advantage of the situation, and they are not. They are there fixing it immediately, and they will do that for you. Immediate service when you need it. I don't often talk about their electrical department, but they have a great electrical department as well. Whatever you need, you can get at Fix-It 24/7. Plumbing, heating, cooling, electric, and drains. FixMyHome.com, a dependable, honest company. 720-526-3939.
If you want to get your radio and you don't need help from a professional, you really...
Gentlemen, I'm going to go lay down.
What's that?
I'm going to go lay down.
You don't look.
All right, man.
I'm fucking beat to hell. All right, guys, I'll see you Monday.
Especially, yeah.
It's just so easy. You can even make your own radio app all from your smartphone, wherever you are. Click, listen, approve, and get your...
Usually, doesn't food poisoning take like 12 hours or something? Or?
Oh, it depends on what you have in your stomach for it to work through.
It's Brian with Advanced Mud Jacking. If you're new to Denver, you may not know what to do about your sinking concrete.
It's kind of ironic right after a shot, he got
I'll show
this.
you how to fix it and save money. Advanced Mud Jacking, 303-424-9441.
So Tennessee is done. Frankie's done.
There's a lot of things you know and a few things you want to learn.
Genesis did. I did Genesis. I did Hormone, no. And I didn't do Sentry.
Research Raccoons, whatever your business question is. Maybe it's about a new menu item for...
Look at my new thing, drinking water.
Oh, I didn't even notice that. Wow.
They said I have to litter.
You still want to do bottled water, or?
Yeah. Oh, great. Then I can eat my pizza, man.
You know, they say Steve Jobs could have been saved if he would have got his tumor done right away. He did it alternative. You've heard that, right? He did an alternative style of...
so he was trying to what?
Cure his cancer, his pancreas tumor and stuff by...
But he had pancreatic, and most everybody...
Well, this was you're right, pancreatic's bad, but he also knew he had it, but he went through, what do they say? He did an aggressive tumor, but he did an alternative method, I'm not sure.
And he had all the money in the world to do whatever.
Right. Yeah. His battle with cancer continued for a full 8 years, despite people usually dying within 2. That couldn't have been funny, my boy.
I heard he was a prick.
Well, he was a severe businessman, right? I mean, that's really what he was, right?
Sundays at 3 p.m. on Cable.
Look at this. This ain't good.
But look at it. I mean,
Fuck. This water looks like shit.
maybe it's lemonade.
Oh, is it gonna...
Is it just the bubbles?
I gotta ask him.
Hey, just fill it up and let it go and see if it clears up.
Well, what I'm gonna do, he said to have flush it a gallon.
Oh, okay.
Look at how neat this fucking... I want you to look at this installation when you get a chance. Yeah. He said Mark's gone, that's all.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. So he knows that. I thought he said, you know, Mark's gone. Oh, it's a
this and that.
it's a reverse osmosis.
Yeah, triple.
Yep, I got that. I got one of the Academy had it in. You should see. Is it hooked up to your ice machine?
Not yet. No, of course not, because it's here. It's point of use.
So if you do that, your ice cubes are crystal clear.
Oh wait. Hey, Tom Martino here, 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. Let's solve problems. Just answer questions, take complaints, and make your life a little easier. So, let's try to get a hold of Jurgen's girlfriend, ex-girlfriend, and see what's going on. Let's talk to Diamond now with Champion Windows, and then lines are clear, so get your calls in at 303-713-TALK. We have a lot to talk about today, a lot of time for you to solve problems. Don't go into the weekend with a problem on your mind, and tackle them beforehand, okay? 303-713-TALK. Diamond, what's happening with your windows?
Well, the biggest problem is we can't get anybody to respond about, I guess it would be warranty work. We called them on 7/13 of 20 and told them that there were bubbles in the door frame, and never heard nothing back. And then we called them.
What do you mean, what does that mean, bubbles in the door frame?
It's got like the vinyl, I guess the vinyl in the frame.
Okay, and what color are your doors? What color are your doors?
White.
And you can see like clear bubbles when they extruded the vinyl?
Evidently, you know, I don't know how to explain it. It's just got big lumps on the frame.
I don't understand it either. You know, And how do they look and perform otherwise? In other words, are the doors functioning and the windows? You don't have any problem with the windows, right?
No, nope. The windows are fine. It's the door. It's the door that we had.
Just
that we
one,
bought that we
just
had
one
trouble
door doesn't look right. Is that what it is?
Yeah, it's a double door, and yeah, it's like it. You know, I don't know how to explain it. It's just I don't know if it's from the sun or what has made those bubbles come out.
I've never heard of that before. It wasn't there. It wasn't there to begin with.
No.
Now, are you talking, Diamond, let me get this straight. You have white French doors, right? Or are they sliding?
No, they're French doors.
Okay. And these doors, when you look at the frame, they have what you call bubbles. Are you talking about like blistering, like paint that is bubbling? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, that's more like what I'm thinking it is it's blistering.
Okay. Is it in an area of a lot of heat?
Well, they face to the east, so I guess, you know, in the morning hours they would get heat.
Huh. That's weird.
And then on 8/17, we called them and told them we shut the door and the glass just fell out of the door.
Wait a minute. This
tiny
is
little.
Hold on. Did Champion come out there and look at this door?
No, we can't get them to
They said they created a service ticket on 8.
Oh, this is BS. For a company, listen, for a company that big, this is BS. I'm going to put Deputy Doc on this. We know Champion. Daphne, get his information, and then Doc will call him. We need to call Champion. This is unbelievable. I mean, come on. You haven't even heard from these people. We're talking about blistering. And what do you mean the glass fell out? Are you talking about the main pane of glass?
Yes, it's a double pane, and the outside glass just shattered, just fell into a million pieces when we shut the door.
Oh, my God. So wait a minute.
And you can't even...
That insulated glass unit, the sandwich it is, that is broken. Yep. That outer layer is broken.
Yes.
Okay, man. Did you call and tell him that?
Yeah, my wife has called them, left emails.
How long ago? When was the first time you contacted him?
The first time was 7/13/20.
And the latest contact?
We sent him another voicemail and email about the broke glass on 8/14/20.
Oh my goodness, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, and then on 8/18/20. We received an email. They created a service ticket, and someone would contact us. We have not heard from no one to this day.
All right. Listen, Deputy Doc will take care of it. We heard enough. 303-713-TALK. 303-713-8255. Deputy Daff, are we getting a lot of inquiries about that van? I want to remind people about that van.
We've gotten one from a very, very loyal listener who is interested in this for her brother-in-law, which will open up the world to him.
Okay.
So working on that. That is actually the only one we have received so far.
I'm surprised. Well, maybe when we said we're going to check people out and make sure they're not buying to resell it. But here's what I'm talking about, people. We have this guy call in who's... Was it a guy or a woman? Anyway, a woman called in and said she had a handicapped van. Now, here's what it is. It's a 2002 Chrysler Town & Country with 96,000 miles, and it runs great. And it has a wheelchair lift and hand controls, plus, listen, an electric wheelchair. They want to sell all of it, for $3,000. So obviously I thought, wait a minute, we do not want people buying this to resell it, brokers. So I said, what I need to do is I need to check people out, or we do, right? So contact us, help@troubleshooter.com. Do you know how difficult it is for people to get wheelchair accessible vans and lifts and electric wheelchairs? Do you know they can cost $60,000? I mean, even used, we're talking about even used $40,000 or so because of what they go for. This is $3,000. I find it hard to believe. So this is wonderful news to help someone, but we don't want people who are going to, buy it and resell it. Now let's talk to Joe. Joe, what's going on with you, Joe? Joe, you have... Hello? Yes, Joe, you have a comment on Champion?
Somebody's phone keeps going off.
Yeah, I used to work and represent them. My question is it doesn't sound like it's an actual Champion French door. It may be, but when I worked for them, they used to purchase them from a door company called Paragon.
Really? Well, hold on. Actually, wait a minute. I thought one of the hallmarks, Joe, of Champion is that they built their own stuff.
They did on most all their windows and sliding doors, yes, but they used to outsource at one time from a company, Paragon, and then when I left, they were switching over to trying to produce them themselves. So that may be that they are manufactured by them now, but at one time they did purchase from a company called Paragon.
When did you leave them?
That was about just before 1990.
Oh my goodness. Oh my, you left them years and years ago. Okay. All right. I think that the bottom line here is no matter what, Champion needs to take care of this. And I can't believe he hasn't heard from someone. We're going to get a hold of them for sure and take care of this. We have more coming right up.
Clear.
This is Denver's Talk Station with Tom Martino now. Dan Kaplis today at 4, 630 KHOW, Denver.
Oh, okay. I'm getting my pizza right now. Deputy Doc. Pizza. Yeah. Pizza. As they say, pizza.
Happy Canyon. Looks like it may have been cleared, but still seeing some residual backups, so just be aware of that. Back in town, that earlier stall westbound I-70 in Holly, that's been cleared. Still residual backups to Central Park. Speeds are improving, though, so good news. Off highway, got a crash at Federal and Dakota Avenue. That's just south of Alameda. Police are on the scene.
You know that van?
Huh? Yeah, what about it?
You know what's worth?
What, nothing?
What? High, good condition, $3,000.
Yeah, but this is with a wheelchair lift.
No, I agree.
And an electric wheelchair.
Right, all that. So it's really not, and if it's in,
Okay, the lift and all that's $10,000.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Look at that kind of lift they have.
They should send a picture of it.
What's that?
They should send a picture of it, or if they. I mean, I agree. $3,000's a good deal with the wheel. It could be some of those electric wheelchairs are trying to be kind of cheap. You're right. You want to get some of those.
Man, some of these people.
Kramer and George got. That was like $600.
What do you need, bro?
I think Mark is feeling pretty bad.
That's why I endorse this man. We aggressively go to work for you. No gimmicks, no shortcuts, just results.
Champion, they don't do any more with us, right? They didn't help this one guy that I had worked on them for 2 months.
FrankDuran, or call 303-920-1622.
iHeartRadio's new true crime podcast, Paper Ghosts, investigates a decades-long search for 4 young girls who vanished from their neighboring New England hometowns.
It's like he does not the face of the earth. You tried to say anything to them about her. They didn't like that.
But recently uncovered evidence could change everything.
And immediately it just sat on the floor like somebody just pushed me in the gut.
Listen and follow Paper Ghosts on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you listen to podcasts.
Hot now, cold to come. Handle it all with Lead System Check into AC and Furnace for just $79 for online service. It's a sure thing. Jump on it before the rush. Just $79. Do it now. Catch things before they turn into expensive.
See, when I have 2 companies doing the same thing, and one's doing it for $39, one's doing it for $79.
That's $79 for a whole system check. Book now. OnlineServices.com. Alright, bidders. Give me more. Do I have mine? Give me mine.
Well, here we go with your friendly redneck commercial for.
It's so stupid. It makes us sound like hicks.
Yeah.
To the governor's office. Companies looking for favors, tax breaks, who knows what else?
Here, bidder.
They got away with murder.
I mean, really.
I like the biggest waste of money, and I don't know why. It's those mailers that they send. Mine go right in the basket, as it's
Yellow Pages is the biggest waste of money.
Oh, that's another one there.
God. You know what's wrong with this commercial? The people, if you're talking about that folksy thing for rural voters, they're going to vote for Gardner anyway.
Right.
You want to attract the urban voters to vote for.
That's a good point.
Isn't it funny? I said this the other day. How the Republicans used to be the elite party, and Democrats used to be the working man's party, right?
Mm-hmm. You're right.
And now, more redneck working men.
I think because they went so far to the left, and the redneck working man is more a conservative person.
They lost touch, I think, with America.
They did. They were. You're right. They were the union people, the farmers.
Do you know the Republican? I think the Democratic Party started weakening with Clinton.
Really?
I think the Clintons.
You think? After what he did? The scandal?
Just the whole party.
Because you think because they tried to do their dynasty thing?
Not necessarily. I just think they started including, what's that?
Well, Clinton was so popular.
I like Clinton. I like Obama. I mean, I know you don't, but
I just don't think he was a do-nothing president.
I know it. But you see, I call that a good president.
Not if you look at all the stuff. Look at that. I look at that. What China was facing us full in the face. He did nothing. If we would have had Obama,
what did it do to us?
What did China do to us?
No. His lack of action. What did it do?
It got us behind on the manufacturing. He got. They stole our intelligence.
Our economy couldn't do better. I mean, except with Trump. I mean, what I mean is, he didn't hurt the economy.
Maybe not right at the time, but I mean, future, if they start stealing your patents and all that, and you allow them to do that, of course it's going to hurt you. I mean, look at the Iran thing. He did nothing for the Middle East peace. Oh,
that arms deal was the dumbest fucking thing. Joe, what's happening?
Yeah, I was listening to him. Like, I don't think the glass fell out. Those doors, if they're French doors, they're probably a wood, and they apply like a poly, I believe. And that poly sometimes can blister and bubble during the manufacturing defects for one reason or another, and it'll cause it to pop and peel off. And
so you think I don't get what you're saying. Are you saying that that glass panel is like clipped in or not part of the door, or what?
No, I don't think the glass fell out. He's saying it's a thermal pane and the outside shattered, and that's what tempered glass is designed to do, is just to crystallize in the diamonds.
So what do you think happened?
That's a different issue. And that could just happen. Who knows what caused it? It could be a zillion things. That's tempered glass, and something might have hit it.
Okay, I get it.
On its own.
I get it. You know, obviously, it's a separate issue from the bubble, the bubbling. Right. But
that's correct.
What do you think? What do you think about that vinyl blistering?
Yes, the manufacturing defect is what that is, and that should be covered 100% under Champion's warranty.
Yeah, that's what I think. Thank you, Joe. 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. Remember that 2002 Chrysler Town & Country, 96,000 miles. The van in itself is a used older van, all right? It's a 2002, 96,000. But it comes with the electric lift in it and an electric wheelchair, all for $3,000. You write to us, help@troubleshooter.com, and we're going to try to find somebody who can be blessed by this, somebody in need. Sandy, you have an issue also with Champion. I'm wondering if Champion is changing its colors lately. They've been a pretty good company for years. Tell me about it, Sandy.
Well, on September 8th, I sent a service request into them because the handle on my sliding glass door is broken. Literally anybody could just come straight in my back door.
How old is the door?
It was installed like 8 years ago.
By Champion.
So it's not that old. By Champion.
Okay.
And there's a problem with a window that won't close properly, so it can't lock. So both of these things are on my main level. I live alone. So it's kind of disconcerting and kind of scary.
Did they fix it? Did they refuse to fix it? Do they know about it? What's the situation?
They sent a confirmation email to me saying, thank you for submitting your service request. And there's a note that they may have COVID, inconvenience.
Yeah.
They're sorry that it could take longer.
Right.
I left a message again with them just this week on the 21st.
Yeah.
Haven't heard anything back. So I just want to piggyback and maybe get in on getting this solved, because I'm like, that's really scary.
Okay. You know what we might do? Have Deputy Doc look at all of these. Because there's definitely, something wrong here. And we have to...
it's not like they're a good company, or they were.
So, Deputy Doc, I want you to handle this one, too. And see what
I already put the information up for him, so he's got both.
All right.
There's something screwy around here.
Yep. It's working. My sound effects are working, so you can look forward to more obnoxious comments like Elmer Fudd right there. Was that his name, Elmer Fudd? Remember him? Anyway, Paula, talk to me about your air conditioning. Is it air conditioning or what? What anyway?
Yes, it's air conditioning.
What's going on?
I hired affordable plumbing and heating here in Colorado Springs on the 30th to replace one of my 2 air conditioners.
Okay.
And when the estimator came over, he said because of the age of the unit, it's better I go ahead and replace it rather than try to repair it.
Yeah.
Also, sitting next to that unit was another air conditioning unit, but he said the new building codes required that both of the units be a further distance away from the gas meter. And so the bid included the new air conditioner replacement and also moving the second unit to a place about 4 feet away from its existing position.
Got it. All right. And you got that in writing, right?
Correct.
And how much was that going to be?
$6,529.
All right, so around 65. What happened? What went wrong?
When the crew showed up to do the work about 2 weeks later, they were totally unaware that they were supposed to move that second unit.
Right.
And the price for that was $1,200 on the original bid. And so I said, no, it needs to be moved. So they didn't know what to do, so they called another one of their guys up who also does estimates, and he said to move that it's going to be $1,800 to do it. And I said, I've already had that billed to me. And he said, no, we don't have any evidence of that. But
you do. You do. You have it in writing, and it says move second unit $1,200.
Exactly.
All right, so what's the issue now then? Why wouldn't they move it?
So, well, they did move it, and the work took, it was completed by the 31st, so it took almost a month for them to do the work.
But where are we going with this? So far you did everything right, so what's the problem?
Now they have added the $1,800 onto the original price, and they say I owe them $5,069 instead of half of the...
Listen, I get it. So in other words, instead of acknowledging that extra $1,200 in the original job, they want to charge you more. Now let me get it straight. Do they want to change it from $1,200 extra to $1,800 extra, or are they discounting the $1,200 altogether, saying you owe another $1,800?
No, they're not discounting. So they added another $1,800 onto the original.
That's what I'm getting at. Okay, hold on. That's what I'm getting at. So in addition to the $1,200, when I say they discounted it, they're not counting it. They're adding another $1,800. They're not bringing the $1,200 up to $1,800. They're adding another $1,800.
That's correct.
That is really ridiculous. And if you have that in writing, how do they justify it?
They haven't been able to justify it.
Well, okay. don't pay
And
it.
so now,
I would
now
say,
I'm-
listen, here's what I would do. I would send a copy of the original contract along with your proof of payment for the whatever you agreed to, and pay it and say, here's what we agreed to. There's no way they can. I mean, how can they simply say, oh, never mind, we're going to charge you more? I mean, what do they say that original $1,200 was for?
To move the second air conditioning unit.
Okay, so they
And
acknowledge.
it says right here, it says furnish all labor, material, scope, schedule, and permits to move the three-ton air conditioner.
Paula, but when you say to them, listen, how much have you paid them? Did you pay them the original amount yet?
No, I paid them half, which was
got it. I get it. I don't care. Right, just half. Just good. Okay, so you've paid half of the original amount. Now they want the other half plus that $1,800, and that's ridiculous. So when you got to be able to get to somebody, they can't possibly look at that and say, well, never mind. What do they say did you actually show it to somebody?
Got a break soon.
I sent them all the original stuff back to them. And I am now being threatened, saying if I don't pay them the extra money that they're going to put
Is Deputy B listening right now? Is Deputy B listening, Deaf? Is he on today?
He is not on today.
Okay. We need to handle this. Deputy Dan will take care of it. You know why? Paula, this is ridiculous. You should be able to simply show them the contract and be done with it. I mean, I can't believe that they're just ignoring that bid. They're just ignoring it and threatening you. One thing I would do, Paula, I would pay the other half of what the original bid was.
They didn't do.
But hold on. Now I hear there's a permit issue. Hang on. Now, Impact.
This report is sponsored by CBS.
They told her she didn't have to do the permits, but down there they said, no, you do got to do permits.
Well, was it been on the original?
Absolutely. On both the
How much do
moving
they charge for it?
They just bundled it all together.
Yeah.
But it says
You know
permits.
how I feel about permits? I don't give a shit as long as they did the work. Dan, did you eat?
Yeah, I ate one. I was going to eat one more.
Have as much as you want, because otherwise I would end up eating too much. This is really good today. It's got a little
sunny today. Right now it's cloudy and 74. With your impact traffic and weather, I'm Pete Wagner, 630 K-House.
But we've had trouble with affordable.
Are they a bad dude?
Well, they were up here. They took care of it. They were up here for a while, and then they.
We may have heard about these guys.
We did. I mean, I got them to come up here and redo a furnace. They did that.
Yes.
If you're listening, Doc, I put another name
Good.
up. His name is Bill, and he also is having an issue with Champion Windows.
Okay, good. I'll have them look at it.
Yeah, I couldn't put him on the radio. He's on oxygen, and it's making that sound.
The way they clean up like they were.
Oh, we like those sounds.
If you have old hail damage or new, call Excel. Ask about their hail-resistant roof, where you can get up to 28% discounts on insurance. They even do roof repairs on myreferralist.com. Since day one, in business 27 years, same owner, Jay Brett, with more than 36,000 happy customers. 303-761-6400. 761-6400. ExcelRoofing.com.
You know what? Never mind, we're online.
Your business is getting back to business, but things are...
Did you put something in here to have them a little spicy, or it's just?
Nope. I mean,
did you think it a little? I like it.
I don't know. I can't explain it. I thought the same thing.
There's an easy way to learn about business, and it's affordable for businesses of all sizes. Here's how it works. Ask a question and
God, Mark gets feeling better, man. He looked rough sitting there.
Mark did?
Yeah.
God, I hope he doesn't have COVID.
Smarter decisions. Think of it like a gut check for your plan to re-enter the market. That way, your first move is your best move. So before you reopen your store, reach out to your customer. Hey, Tom. Introduce yourself.
Yeah?
Whoever's phone keeps going off, it goes out over the air sometimes.
Okay, man. I'll make sure it doesn't.
It was the pizza man.
You know what it is? This phone goes through my computer.
Oh.
I gotta stop it.
Hi, it's Mandy Call. Join my friends Gary Bell and Brad Pollock for the Bell and Pollock Legal Show right here on KHAL every Saturday morning.
You can put it on Do Not Disturb, right?
Oh.
Free legal advice on any topic you'd like to.
If I do that, would I get text?
Yes. You still get them. It just doesn't give you the signal. Everything comes through. The only way you don't get it is if you put it on airplane mode.
Okay.
Wealthy donors in California are trying to silence your voice and take away your vote. They're pushing Prop 113, which
This is just so funny. You know, how good this. I mean, and then that one, it just.
It's beyond explanation.
Right. Yep.
But I do know this: if I go out of town, I got to take this.
California would really.
Yeah. Well, like I say, I mean, I think we did everything. I mean, by just doing the reboot and all that, I think it is. It's a software issue.
It's the codec, because whenever there's been issues, it's never been the computer itself. It's the way the software. They're not identical programs. They're different.
Sure. Right. They got it right.
Spilled your drink?
Yep.
Quick, the quicker picker.
Totally agree.
Bounty picks up spills and messes quicker, and each sheet is 2 times more absorbent, so you can use less.
I gotta pick up the kids.
So you can get back to the
Oh,
party.
weekend, kid weekend.
It's the kids' weekend, which means
The quicker picker upper.
you should be doing fun things.
it's not like it used to be. They always have shit go. I mean, you know, Dolce wants to get together with girlfriends. If they come here, they order shit and watch movies. Just a lot more to clean up. I don't have house cleaners yet.
Right. Oh.
No, because we trade for the 2 houses. I can't just add a third. Although I'm thinking about it.
So you can get back to the party. Bounty, the quicker picker upper.
Hey, Cousin Sal here, host of the Extra Points podcast. I'm telling you here to add excitement this football
I can call.
season.
I talked to this Paul. Yeah, it's so clear on the contract. It's just everything's just so clear on that.
It's simple to use. They've got
I gotta
great odds and
On which one?
On affordable.
You saw it?
Oh, I got the contract right here.
Oh, let me see.
Oh, that's what's up. So that's for the one that they installed. You know, the condenser and all the thing. That's for the coil on it, and this is for moving it. And it says on all of them and stuff, material scope, schedule, and permits for the following scope of work.
Can you send that to me?
Yeah, it's actually kind of.
Never mind, it's too hard.
It's a link. It's a link. I gotta.
Well, text me the link.
Okay.
Just the link, I'll take it. Got it, I'm here.
I'll send you the whole.
Sportsbook.fanduel.com. You have a gambling problem? Call 1-800-522-4700.
It's Ross Kaminsky.
Mornings at 6.
Is President Trump's nominee a 10 seconds, here you go. Or a dud? Is she a surprise or was she the front runner? And what happens now? Let's talk Monday morning at 6:35 here on 630 KHAL.
Hey, this is a true story, man. Mark went to the Hormone Bros.
And he got the pellets. He finally did it. Testosterone, he absolutely loves it. He said he noticed his energy level immediately went up after about 9 days. It takes a little while to get into your system, and those pellets are released as your cardiovascular system works. The more you work, the more it's released. The less you work, the less it's released. So it keeps your testosterone level and optimized. TheHormoneBros.com. They do the pellet treatment, BioT. The Hormone Bros, like brothers, TheHormoneBros.com. Really good people. Now, Paula, we're working on this problem with Deputy Dan. Dan, you're going to take it. Now, I looked at the contract. There is no doubt that they are just breaching that contract. I mean, they're just not doing it. They just totally disregarded it. This is not the first problem we've had with affordable heating. There's a problem there. Now, I don't think they're in the metro area anymore. I think they're just in the Springs. But hold on, and let's see what we hear from them. Okay, Paula? Let's see. Cindy. This sounds very strange. What's going on, Cindy? This has to do with...
This is a very strange story.
Safeway.
Yeah.
Tell us about it.
Okay, it's going to sound really dumb in first, but it's turned very major.
I'll listen.
I'm low income, disabled. I went elderly and went to the store to get advertised special. Well, if you bought 3 of this, you got hamburger or hot dog buns and hot dogs. Well, they didn't have any hot dogs, so I'm checking out. It's 8:30 at night. There's nobody in the store really, and I said I'd like a rain check for the hot dogs. Wasn't that difficult. And they said, "Well, we're not going to give you one. We're not going to give you a rain check." I said, "Well, okay." But I kept after him why can't I just have a little piece of paper? Anyway, so then I was continuing checking out, and
by the way, Cindy, by the way, I just want to make this, I want to interject this. Just so people don't get the wrong idea. Rain checks are not required, nor are they a right. What they are, it has to do with the store's policy. In other words, many specials are just as supplies last, okay? In other cases, they may issue rain checks, but it's up to them, okay? So keep going. I just want to make it clear that they don't have to do that for you.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Yes. So another item I bought, he rang up at the wrong price. And let me tell you, this man told me his wrong name, the cashier, anyway. Because he knew he was being ugly to me. And so he couldn't find it in the paper. So I took my phone out to show him the coupon. Okay, I have that receipt too.
Sure.
Anyway, at that point, since I had my phone out, he was being so ugly, I just started recording.
All right, hold on. Cindy, you hear that music. That means we're ending the hour. But hold on. I want to hear the rest of the story. Do not hang up. I promise you will be first. Cindy said she went to Safeway. An employee was being ugly. I don't know the rest of the story, but we'll find it out. It has something to do with an assault, and we'll have to see what goes from there. I'm Tom Martino. Hang on for that story and more on the Troubleshooter Show.
What if you could build a 6-figure...
You heard that right. In just 5 minutes, you could set up a 6-figure retirement cash flow. I'm best-selling author Greg Kitchen with Wealth Beyond Wall Street. And right now, there's a retirement crisis in America because the pension system of old has been raided and destroyed, and Social Security is already running out of money. But most Americans are shocked to find out they would need to save over $2.5 million to have a $100,000 income in retirement. A new approach is required to solve this crisis. That's why this revolutionary new 5-payment retirement program was released, allowing everyday Americans to use bank money to create a retirement cash flow without relying on Social Security or pensions. Even people who are on track.
Hey, Paula, this is Dan. I talked to you this morning. Hi. Hey, on this here, I'm going to see if there's an invoice number. I don't see an invoice number, or at least give me your address, and then that way, that's what a lot of people go by. And then, what is your, so last name, address?
1-800-493-1717, that's 1-800-493-1717.
This is Denver's talk station with Moss Kaminsky in the morning.
Thorson? Okay, and your address?
630 KHOW, Denver.
Highway?
ABC News.
High Mate?
Massachusetts long-term care facility.
Oh, High Lake. Okay.
Criminal neglect charges.
High Lake
View. 76 resident coronavirus deaths. Attorney General Maura Healey says the superintendent and former medical director of the Soldiers' Home at Holyoke are facing charges for
okay. So on this, what was the date that
space in these overcrowded rooms,
I guess what the contract date or
9 beds in a dining room.
This contract, I mean, it says very clearly everything you said. It just doesn't have like dates and.
Florida Governor Ron DeSantis today announcing he's lifting restrictions on restaurants and other businesses. It's the next phase of reopening. The state's infection rate, hospitalization, and deaths are showing a decline.
Well, I don't think this is confusing right here. I mean, this has everything that you had said. The 1800. I don't know if I even need that because that shouldn't be any part of it. Now, this is
Well, I mean, are we sure they're overcharging her?
Oh, well, like I say, it's this $1,200, yeah.
I mean, does she have another invoice demanding?
They gave her another $1,800 invoice to do the same thing.
That would be good to have in our records.
Okay, yeah, do you have that second one? Was that some part of your records, or was that one of the things? Because you sent like 4 emails.
A new study out of Houston. It hasn't been peer reviewed, but
yes.
Found that the COVID-19.
Okay.
Doc, what are you finding out?
Oh, I'm trying to get hold of this Pete Bono.
Is that the guy from
It's the guy from
I don't
Champion
have
that
a fax here. I might not need it.
I thought he left.
But what is there an invoice number? Is there an invoice number on it?
Paul Bono's retired.
Oh, he is?
Yes. Yes. He is.
Oh, because he was still on the.
Big ticket orders in the
Oh, so you know Bono?
This is on the second one.
He retired.
Okay, so I got to go back and call him again.
If you called them and asked for Bono, they should have told you that.
Well, no, the guy said that he had an email for him.
He thinks you want to get a hold of him personally, maybe.
Maybe. All right, I'll have to go back on, see if I can get customer service.
You know what's good? Paul's a good guy. If you say to Paul, hey, Paul, I work with Tom, he said you could probably help us find a contact. Because he's really good. He'll give us a name.
Great.
Microban 24 sanitizing spray, bathroom, and multi-surface cleaner.
Modern modernization today has the products you need to modernize your workplace, like the Neuro Tiara.
I was just on hold for like 15 minutes, that's
Data
all.
management tool by simply deleting the most critical information.
At CDW, we get it. Neuro Tiara won't modernize your data. You need hybrid cloud data services from NetApp that simplify management and accelerate digital transformation to help unleash the full potential of your data. NetApp and IT orchestration by CDW. People who get it. Find out more at cdw.com/NetApp.
I'll take one of those slices home if there's extra.
An investigation still ongoing in Denver after the driver of a car found himself in the middle of a protest Wednesday night. He drove forward and scattered demonstrators who had surrounded his car. It was all caught on video.
What would you do if you were surrounded by them?
I would do what he did. I would drive through them. Did you see what they were doing to that car?
Mayor Hancock says
I saw a little bit on the news. It was pretty scary.
Yeah, I would drive right through those fuckers. And let them.
I would not try to hurt anybody, but I'd keep moving.
Yeah.
Sunday's game against Tampa Bay will feature 5,700 season ticket holders. Randy Hockey is one of the few attending the game.
It's going to be probably like a ghost town, you know, but I would still rather be there than not.
All fans who take it to the game have been given specific instructions on the rules they'll need to follow on Sunday. Elsewhere in sports, the Nuggets face possible playoff elimination tomorrow against the Lakers. The Rockies are on the road this afternoon taking on the D-backs. That's the latest. I'm Chad Hoffman.
Now, Impact Traffic.
This report is sponsored by Westera Credit Union. From the Betfred Sports Traffic Center, got a medical call down south in the Gap, northbound I-25 approaching Happy Canyon. Looks like it may have been cleared, but still seeing some residual backup, so just be aware of that.
This is a beautiful installation. This new water drink.
Oh, is it?
Still residual backup.
Did you have it?
Central Park. Speeds are improving.
What, did you?
This is all new.
Oh, I didn't notice that. So this is the thing that he put in?
He said to flush gallons.
Did he put it in here and your other house too, or just here? So that's
the other house.
Right now it's partly cloudy and 74.
So that's like distilled
Let's
clean
put it
water?
this way. If we keep a house, it'll be this one.
Want to be more
When we go on when we later on in life.
Right.
And that one, so we wanted to put it here.
So that's like perfectly clean distilled water?
Well, after I flush it, it's supposed to be. It's not distilled, it's purified.
WesteraCU.com.
Roller coaster stock markets make you nervous? With such frequent ups and downs, don't let market volatility.
I don't exactly know what is distilled water. What really?
You know what distilled water is?
No, what is it?
They boil it and then condense it.
Okay, so this is purified.
So purified goes through a mechanical or chemical filter. Distilled water, they boil it, and then what's happened is the only thing you get is steam, and when the steam is condensed, there's nothing but H2O in it. There's no impurities whatsoever.
Impurities all just solidify, right?
Well, no, the only thing that comes out, if you take a cup, it's like when you make tea.
No, I get it. So when you boil it, you have to capture the steam.
Right, and then you condense the steam, and that's distilled water.
Check out this revolutionary new flooring with the guaranteed lowest price at simplyfloors8.com. That's simple.
All right, I'm back on that 20 seconds. This is Dave Logan, the law offices of Dan Campbell, a serious law firm for serious cases.
Tuesday night, it's the first presidential debate.
Oh my God, is that going to be
I
hot?
can't wait to see that.
Coverage begins at 6.
It'll be like the Super Bowl.
At 7.
I don't trust Trump.
Trump against Biden.
Biden is nothing but their puppet.
On 6:30 K-How. This is the Troubleshooter Show. Now, Tom Martino, the Troubleshooter.
Hey, I'm Tom Martino, your troubleshooter. I'm a consumer advocate doing a show for you. That's what I do. You're going to love it, I promise. This hour brought to you by Compass Insurance Group, home of the free insurance checkup, and I mean that. 303-996-9000. If you want to compare all your coverages with what you have, you know, get your Dex pages out, call them. They'll tell you what they need. And it's free. 85% of the time, we save people tons of money. I personally, doing an insurance checkup this year, personally, honest to God, saved $4,500 and increased my umbrella coverage. Please get an insurance checkup, no matter what company you have. I mean, they did it for me, and they're my company, you know, or my agency, and they did it for me and found new carriers. So even if you have Compass, you call them up every day. They usually do it automatically, but call them and say, hey, man, I've been around 3 years with you guys. Do another insurance checkup. I did that. $4,500 savings. That's 303-996-9000. Compass Insurance Group. So my whole existence is trying to save you money, but I also try to improve the quality of your life and refer to you good people and solve problems. That's what we do. So if anything's on your mind, even social issues in the neighborhood or things that you need help with, exposing liars, cheats, and ripoffs, whatever it is, call me if you want to get it off your chest. It's 303-713-TALK when we're on the air. But the other number that works all the time, even when we're on the air, is 303-MARTINO. So spread that around. You know, on all the neighborhood chats and stuff, if you hear these problems, say, hey, why don't you call 303-MARTINO? Now, Dan's working on something very, very odd. This woman, and I saw it in her proposal. She has a contract, and it says that they will do a certain amount of work for her, and they outline each job, a new air conditioner, and new this and new that, and then they're going to move an existing air conditioner, she has 2 of them, to a different location along with the new one, because by code, it needs to be in a new location. They said they would charge her $1,200 to do this on the second unit. When the crew got there, they did it, but said it's another $1,800. And she said, wait a minute. The bid says this, 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 and this. It all adds up to $6,500. $1,200 of that is to move the air conditioner. You move the air conditioner, the second one, and now you want an additional $1,800 for no rhyme or reason. They won't even answer her. They simply said, nope, it's an extra $1,800. Now, she has a contract. What good is a contract? Well, it better be good. This is affordable heating and air out of Colorado Springs. And we're not a fan of that company, by the way. But we think she's wrong. Dan, you got anything on it or not? No, you're still working?
It was actually a call center.
All right, never mind. He said he got a call center, and he's working on it. Now, Deputy Doc is working on something where Champion is dropping the ball. I'm just going to say it. Champion Windows and Siding. Champion's a good company. I mean, I actually endorsed and represented them for years. Paul Bono was the general manager at the time, and he was on top of it. On top of it. And he retired. Now, here's the deal. Champion products are still good, but for some reason, we're getting a plethora of calls. We started with one. Another one heard it and called. Then we were getting off-the-air complaints. It could be COVID-related. It could be related to the fact that Paul Bono's no longer at the helm. We don't know what it is, but we know this.
Something is afoot. As Sherlock Holmes would say, something's afoot. What I mean is, whenever we hear problems and they're unrelated people and they have similar truths, this is happening, that's happening, we take note. We're a good barometer of what's going on in the world and in your community. We really are. We can tell you usually before any of the news outlets when there's a problem brewing. And I'm telling you right now, there is a problem brewing at Champion. I'm not saying they're bad. I'm not saying to avoid them. I am saying there is something going on. Something. Could it be COVID? Well, other companies are coping with COVID. They don't seem to be having these problems. Cindy wants to talk about Safeway. She went to Safeway to shop some specials, asked for a rain check. The guy was a little put off by that. Not that it matters. The rain check, they're not required. But anyway, she got a bad taste in her mouth. And as she said, some other ways, this guy was being ugly. So, Cindy, you're in the checkout line, and you say that the Safeway employee is being ugly. What do you mean by that? Was he just not, did he not like you? There was a little personality conflict there, right?
Yes, sir. I think that is exactly right.
Were you being a little unreasonable?
I didn't think so. I mean, I wanted a rain check. That was all.
Yeah, but,
you know?
When you say he was being ugly, did he have a scowl on his face?
Oh, yes. Yes, he, you know, I've been to this Safeway for 30 years, and the time that he's been there, he's never been a cheerful person or kind to me, but that doesn't mean he hasn't to others.
I like King Soopers
personally. Yeah, me too. But I got to get to the part of what happened next. So, anyway, I was showing him the ad for the item that had rung up incorrectly on my phone.
How did it ring up incorrectly?
I don't know, but he had to go back.
No, what I mean is, how much was it off?
Oh, it was like $2 off of 4 items. And for me, that's a big deal.
I get it. So what did you do?
So he went ahead, rang him up, and I was getting really befuddled. But anyway, so I started recording. And he reached over the counter, and he pulled my phone from me.
Oh, he did not.
It was a battle. Oh,
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait 1 minute. You started recording and on your phone. You pressed the button. Were you recording video too?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
And he reached over the conveyor belt and grabbed your phone.
Yes, sir.
And what did he do with it?
And then I held on to the other end, so he didn't get it away from me. But I just have to interject. I just had hand surgery on my one hand and just had a big injection in the other hand, so my hands are not strong. And anyway, so I couldn't believe it.
Hold on. When he did that, Cindy, when he reached over, did he say something like, "Stop that recording"?
I don't know that he did.
Did you say something? Hold on. Did you say something like, "Stop that"?
Oh, yes. I can't believe you just did that.
Okay, was anyone looking? Was anyone seeing this?
No, not the first time.
Then
not
what?
That first time.
Then what happened?
So then I get the phone back again, and so it's still on. And this time he reaches over with all his force.
Hold on.
And pulls the phone.
And?
Pulls the phone, and then I have a writing pen in my hand. That's all I have my other hand. So I hit him on the hand with that pen.
Because he tried to do it again, you mean? He tried to do it again.
Oh, he did it Yeah, you can see I'm halfway over the counter, kind of.
Okay. Then
the topper, he took my billfold and threw it to the end of the conveyor belt, where the stuff all fell out and all of that stuff. He threw my purse down there.
Are you kidding me?
Anyway, so I just left.
Hold on,
I mean,
wait a minute.
it was ugly.
Cindy, did you get this guy's name?
Oh, you won't believe what's happened with the police.
No.
You will not believe it.
What happened?
The break soon.
No, hold on, Cindy. Hold on. Cindy, hold on. I waited this long. I want you to tell me what the hell happened right after this break. Here's what I want to know. Why didn't you do anything about it while you were there? I need to know what's going on with it.
She just said something about the police. So she's teasing us with the police report.
That's how she is. She knows
What's the other one? Rocky and what?
That's it. Just Rocky Mountain Retro.
Oh, thank you.
It'll be up,
I got
it. 30 seconds after this.
Got it.
Research Raccoon is the easy and affordable way to get smarter about.
You know what? The more I listen to this commercial, pretty cool. Let's try it.
What they do is cool. I just don't like the name. Research Raccoon.
But you know why they do that?
No.
Because of search engines and memorability. They want something unique and everything's taken.
Research Raccoon.
That's all. That's why they did Google.
Well, yeah. Well.
Research Raccoon. Fast results with big data.
Raccoons are smart animals.
All right.
They are.
I suggest you get a home energy audit. Do you know what that is? That's where Rocky Mountain Retro Foam will come out and it's like $175 only out of your pocket because you get some rebates. And what you do is you take this information and it'll tell you where you're losing energy. It's just $175, Rocky Mountain Retro Foam. Why am I talking about this to begin with? Well, Rocky Mountain Retro Foam will give you a free estimate on insulation if that's what you need. And almost anyone with a home 10, 20, 30 years old needs it because, you know, the newer insulation just doesn't, the older insulation, just doesn't cut it. Rocky Mountain Retro Foam is space age, environmentally friendly. It goes into your house from outside the house. They can do it without disrupting your living space. It makes your home super efficient. You can save up to half on energy bills. It makes it more quiet and more suitable, purer air. You need to get a free estimate. FoamYourWalls.com will show you a video that'll blow your socks off. It is unbelievable stuff. Fills every nook and cranny. FoamYourWalls.com.
Only 5 left until Carpet Mill Outlet Store's one-day private sale. This Saturday at
Damn phone is connected to this. I can't.
MSRP store-wide. For limited time, get 2 years interest-free.
You heard it, right?
I didn't, but if you put it on, did you try putting it on Do Not Disturb?
No.
Carpet Mill Outlet Stores has the lowest price.
I mean, they'll still show up and everything and stuff, but it just won't give the noise.
Every style and every budget. 12 locations, but the sale is one day only. This Saturday. Find out more at carpetmilloutletstores.com.
What's the new Sleep Number 360 Smart Bed? Your answer to better health and wellness? It's proven quality sleep. Any more questions?
Yes, I'm always freezing, and he overheats.
It's temperature balancing, so you can sleep better together.
But can it help keep us asleep?
It senses your movements and automatically adjusts to keep you effortlessly comfortable.
So I'll have more energy for yoga.
Yes, proven quality sleep is life-changing sleep.
Namaste.
Don't miss the final day to save up to $1,000.
Did they say namaste? What is that? What does that mean?
Plus free premium delivery.
I hear it all the time.
I know it's a kind of yoga.
What?
Namaste yoga. Ask Mark.
Great news. Fix It 24/7 is offering $77 off any repair. Leave your cares and troubles behind and let them take care of you. $77 off. 720-526-3939 or fixmyhome.com.
Check your Google search results regularly? You should.
It's a conventional Hindu expression on meeting or parting, like shalom.
Impact your life and your livelihood. Take control of your online reputation. Get your free reputation report card at reputationdefender.com. It may reveal negative posts from an ex-employee, upset patient or client, news article, legal issue, or even exposed personal information right there in your Google search results. Uncover what's lurking on the internet about you with reputationdefender.com's patented scan and get your free reputation report card. Or for immediate assistance with your reputation, call 800-392-7601. Our cutting-edge...
I thought you said show that pen. She said, I stabbed him in his hand.
No, that's what happened. I know it is.
I'm sure what it is, yeah.
But you know what? If this fucking guy's reaching over and shit, so what?
Especially if it's handicapped.
Bullshit.
You run a business and you need better wireless. 3 words, no more.
He was bleeding all over, and
You get the largest 5G network.
then they wanted me to pay for those groceries and they had blood on me.
No trade-offs. Right now, get up to 90 days of unlimited free on business plans when you switch via bill credit. Stop in to find out more.
I can't believe this employee would behave like that.
Complete quote within 60
What's that?
I mean, I can't believe this employee.
No, neither can I.
Video at 480p unlimited on our...
Hey, Tom.
Yes, sir.
One thing as a black guy I gotta give Trump credit for is he just declared that the KKK was a terrorist organization.
He did say that?
Yeah, he said them and Antifa, and he's talking about it like in his
Good.
live thing.
They are terrorists. They terrorize the hell out of people at the worst, at their homes.
IdealHomeLoans.com 303-867.
I don't think there's anyone on the right that would support those assholes.
I mean, when they say far right, I mean, that's the farthest of right as you can
What's
get.
that?
The KKK. I don't even know if they're a viable group, are they?
Yeah. I mean, they're viable since they still exist.
This is my
Yeah.
Simply put, you'll never find better for buying or selling.
You know that who's that Duke, Grand Duke down there? What was his name?
I mean, David Duke.
David Duke. But he was the not the Grand Master.
Right, the Grand Dragon.
You know, he ran for both Democrats and Republicans.
Did he win?
No, he's never won.
This report
I thought he. Oh no, he wasn't.
Ford store. Unrelenting record heat today and tomorrow with
Oh, and then you got
days of 91.
here's
They tried to play Trump.
Right.
Because he endorsed Trump.
Right.
Ford truck month.
So here's something. They're trying to pass a bill. What was that? Oh, to get rid of the Democratic Party name, or get rid of any name that has associations with slavery or Jim Crow laws. So the Democratic Party.
Talk station available everywhere with the iHeart.
Just the name. Yeah, he's trying to get a bill, so they got to change the name.
That Democrats have to change the name?
That Republicans passing this, trying to get the bill passed.
I'm your troubleshooter, Tom Martino, looking to help you solve problems, answer questions, take complaints, make your life a little easier. This thing about Safeway, Cindy. Okay, hold on now. You are, and Renee, we will get to you. Please don't hang up. Cindy, you're at Safeway. You start recording because the guy's being nasty. The cashier, he reaches over, grabs your phone. You slap him because he tried it again. You slap him on the hand. You had a pen in your hand. Who knows if you stuck him? Who cares? I have a feeling, though, the police came and arrested you. Right? Cindy?
Be clear. I'm one of those that, yes. Can you hear me?
I'll tell you why, Cindy. Because you probably started out right. He had no right to do what he did to you. But when you stuck him with the pen, it was assault, right?
Well, no. I mean, I hit him with a pen.
What were you charged with?
Intentional bodily injury.
Okay.
But I have to interject here. I'm the kind that you don't make waves, etc. I thought, no, this time I'm standing up for myself.
Cindy, by the way, just so you know, I usually tell people where I stand in a conversation so I don't submarine them or sneak attack them. I do believe you. I do, Cindy. And I really, I don't think you went in there looking to stab or hurt somebody. But I think you may have, okay, if truly, Cindy, this guy leaned over first to grab your phone, it was totally, he should have never done it. And at that point, you should have gone straight to a manager and said, this is unacceptable. I think you reacted too harshly and it caused you a problem. And here's the problem. It's whoever calls the police, usually. Who called the police?
Well, like I say, I don't make waves.
Who called the police?
And I did.
Oh, I thought, that's surprising. So when the cops came, they separated you and they talked. They talked to both of you, right?
They didn't come.
Oh.
Nothing was done that night.
Oh, what happened?
So a couple of days later, I thought, I've got to stand up. So I went to the police department.
Oh, okay.
And I waited and I waited. 2 police officers came. One was kind of nice. One was the most evil person I've ever seen. They talked to me maybe 4 or 5 minutes saying, well, you must have pushed the phone in their face, and you must have stabbed him, and you must have... No. Then they went into an open room where I could hear most of it, talked to the manager of Safeway, who I've never even met.
Did they talk to him? Hold on. Did they talk to him by phone?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And then they came out and arrested you.
Well, so I got to write my statement, which I'm old and I don't write
Cindy,
that good.
How old are you?
Huh? 61.
Okay, Cindy,
61.
hold on. Don't say you're old at 61, because that pisses me off.
Okay.
But
Me too.
I want to ask another thing. They have film. They have video, I mean. They have video of this whole thing.
That comes into the picture. I got to tell you about that, too. Unbelievable. This gets worse and worse.
Okay, but Cindy,
So
instead of going into all of the Steven Spielberg stuff, I just need to know straight to the punch, do they have video or not?
Yes.
Good. Then what did you mean I won't believe it? Now tell me.
Well, the police turned it all on me. Everything.
Wait,
everything.
you said they have
or
video.
The guy never...
You said they have video. The video will clearly show him attacking you first.
Oh, but no, it won't. I've
Why?
got it blown up enough to where, because they didn't provide the bird's eye view right over the
What did they
checkout.
provide? What did they provide?
Oh, one from way far away where you could, they call it a bird's eye, and then just the normal surveillance video.
What does
of
it
the
show,
door.
Cindy? What does it show? This is like
Well-
pulling teeth. What does it show?
I'm sorry. It shows him reaching over, grabbing my phone the second time, grabbing my phone, and I'm trying to get it back, and I do get it back, and at that point he picked up my billfold and threw it down the aisle. So neither Safeway nor him were pressing any charges.
Hold on.
I didn't
Hold
do
on.
anything.
Hold on. If the video shows him at fault, why are you being charged?
Thank you.
Well, I'm asking you, Cindy. I mean, if you're being charged, this video will show. This video, I'm going to ask this once again. This video clearly shows this guy attacking you.
Not clearly, but if you slow it down and blow it up, yes.
Okay.
But I know they didn't do it. They had no evidence to charge me with anything.
So when do you go to court, Cindy?
Well, I had to go on September 1st, and the defender was saying, well, I'll give you classes and...
You're the
community
defender.
service and a
Cindy, you're the... what do you mean the defender? Did you have a public defender?
Oh, no. I'm sorry, prosecutor. I'm so sorry.
The prosecutor said you could take classes and all of that. And what did you say?
I said, oh, no. At that point, I just
Cindy, here's what I need. I need this. Hold on. I just need some answers now, and I promise, don't tell me stories, okay? Was it adjudicated? Was there a verdict?
I go on October 30th.
And what happens on October 30th? The actual trial?
They called it pre-trial.
Okay. October 30th. Do you have an attorney?
No.
Okay. Can you afford an attorney?
Not really. I can't.
Did you ask them for? Did you ask? Listen, I don't need stories. I swear to God. Other than the actual answer, this will help you because I want to help you. That's why I'm asking for only.
Right.
Now, did you ask for a public defender?
Yes, I did.
What did they tell you?
And the judge told me because they weren't looking at.
What
jail.
did the judge tell you? That's the part I want to hear. The judge told me.
That's what he said.
He said
Since
what?
They're not. asking that jail time, I was not eligible.
Oh, because even if you're found guilty, there will be no jail time.
Right.
Yeah, so what they do is they reserve public defenders for people. That's right, they have priorities. What did the judge say your worst verdict would be, your worst sentence would be? Did he say?
No, he didn't say. He did, however, read a protection order, something between me and the man and me and Safeway.
Well, yeah,
and
what they're saying, what that means is you can't go within 100 yards of Safeway anymore, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so go to King Soopers.
The guy's walking free. Oh, yeah, I will. But this guy's walking free. I'm going through mental anguish beyond
listen,
belief.
Cindy, I believe you. I believe you, but there's nothing we can do about it without lodging a defense and subpoenaing the tape and all of that. I mean, I believe you. I believe that this person probably got pissed off at you, and maybe you were being a little antsy. Who knows? But no matter what, if he acted first, he should have never jumped over and grabbed your phone. Even if he did not want to be taped, he should not have done that. He should have called a supervisor or something. But if what you're telling me is true, I'm with you. He shouldn't have done that. Did he say you acted first? That's what they think you put the phone in his face first. Who can handle this and actually get through? Seriously.
Oh,
I want to get a copy of the tape.
You'll never get it.
I would ask him, if Safeway has nothing to hide, we should see that tape. Would you handle this?
Sure, I'll be happy to see it.
I mean, I want to know. If they're charging this woman with a crime, I'd like to see the tape.
I bet you that they'll say it's in litigation, and the lawyers won't let you look at it.
It's not in civil litigation.
Well, no, I mean, I'll ask them. I'll find out which.
You know, she has a right to see it as being a defendant.
Well, she did see it.
No, she has a right to get a copy of it.
Off to the low 60s overnight tonight. Partly cloudy tomorrow for your Saturday with a
Before
upper 80s.
This sucks.
It's 81 right now in Denver. With your impact traffic and weather, I'm Janine LaRose, 630 KHOW.
Hey, Denver, help make them.
All right, Tom, here you go. 10 seconds to course order.
Driving cars.
But doesn't that guy have to testify?
Everyone can get where they're going safely and easily.
I'd be ashamed to testify with that.
DucksProsColorado.com. That's the website to get your ducks cleaned the right way with the most powerful vacuum in the business. It's truck mounted, 15,000 CFI, that's cubic feet per minute or CFM. And here's the big deal, they also come in the house with compressed air tools, brushes, and agitators that go to the inside of the ducts. They clean each and every line to and from the furnace. The furnace coils can be cleaned as well, along with an antimicrobial fogging, which is free for Martino listeners, free for the asking. 22 years experience, locally owned and operated. Its prices start at just $290 for an average home. DuckProsColorado.com, 303-578-3510, 578-3510. Whoops. Whoops. Sorry. That was short. I was going long, then I realized it.
In order to prevent you from voting on new fees have cost Coloradans hundreds of
All right, guys.
fees on our car registration and our health insurance plans, all without voter approval. This November,
Can you imagine testifying and saying, and if that tape comes up and says, yeah, she hit me, she slapped my hand. I'd be pretty embarrassed to...
Vote yes on Proposition 117.
All of you bastards, at some point you're going to need a plumber.
I'll take it out.
It's a fact of life. You might have a pipe freeze.
We didn't finish off that whole pizza, right? No? We did? Holy moly.
When I say we, it's really me.
They offer great service,
I'm a
but they
terrible
have great
person.
pricing. They even have discounts for single-income families, seniors, and military. The number down. 24/7 emergency service.
Now that's some free service right there.
Oh, here you go.
Very few things in man cycling are not performing at that. Or, even if he can perform, it's just not like it used to be.
This is Jeff from the Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic. And if erectile dysfunction is a problem in your life, maybe it's time to make the last time you have bad sex the last time you'll have bad sex. At the Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic, we've treated thousands of men in the Front Range for ED, and giving them back their confidence, their productivity, and in many cases save their relationships.
$600
Yeah.
twice a year.
Why don't you? I thought you were going to go.
It's going to be more than twice a year.
Well, maybe not.
You're right. Maybe
Mine is turning out to be, I'm at 5 months now, he wants me to go 6. That would be twice a year.
I wonder if you get a buildup of it. If you get a buildup of it, and then
No,
after
he
a while.
said it doesn't
Oh,
go
really?
up. That's why he wanted to do a test. He was convinced I was getting too much. And he said that could have its own problem. So here's what I want to know, Doc. Why don't you go to Terry for the program where you don't want to spend that every month?
Hello?
If Mark starts beating me, I'm going to pellet up.
And why did you stop?
Because it didn't do anything. That one really. I should have went and got my blood test. That's what I should have done. No, seriously, Tom, because I felt it going down.
I know,
I felt it going down.
But I'm talking about even the protection you're getting from your system.
Yeah. No, like I said, it's not a. I'll probably go up and start it again.
If you were going only for what you could feel,
I was kind of pissed off, to tell you the truth, for that and stuff. Because like I say, when I first got it,
you're saying
I liked it.
And you don't feel you got anything.
Right. And I should have went and got my blood tested just to see if it was a bum batch or whatever.
Well, here's the deal, man. Is that yeah, you should see, I guess.
Because I did. I mean, I come up and I did. I felt sleeping better. I felt everything. And then I wanted to push it to see how far I could do it, and I did go too long. I'm sure, a couple weeks too long.
See, when people say they feel it wearing off, I don't feel it wearing off.
Bet on the Denver Broncos, and I usually.
I don't feel it wearing off.
Really? Well, I was.
When mine, I don't feel. I do feel it, but then I don't notice it wearing off.
You know, I like the thing about it is.
I notice after I get it, wow. But I didn't notice it wearing off. But then when I get it, I go, oh, I'm glad I got it.
I wonder if you. How about when you very first did it?
Yeah, well, shit, yeah. I noticed it right away.
No, we're
no.
not.
I never. Okay. See, I never. They said, see when you start waning, and I never did. But then once I get it, I feel like, oh, cool. Isn't that weird? Because it's so gradual, I don't.
Right, it is gradual. There's no doubt. That's a good thing.
So that's when people say you'll feel it. I don't feel it. So I'm going to go another month and get it again. That'll be 6 months.
Well, I think you get your test free all the time, right?
Doc, why aren't you going with Terry?
I just don't. I think it's not a good fit. He's probably a little bit too out there for me.
Yeah.
You got to find someone that just you're comfortable with. I think it's just a little bit
advanced
for me.
Too much proactive shit.
Right.
You kind of leave it alone. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Right? That's what you do. He's more of a conventional medicine guy.
I mean, I'd like that as far as I
couldn't be happier than with him, but it's
I know it's perfect for you.
But it's an investment, man. It is. It's an investment.
I agree.
$300 some bucks a month. I mean, and then but I can text him right now and get an answer in a few minutes.
No, that is. You get all your supplements. You get everything that is included in that.
Yeah, I do. I get.
Could you get hydroxychloroquine?
Yep.
You could?
Yeah, he'll get that.
Wow.
I think he will. I think he does. I know he does this. I know he does.
Denver's Talk Station.
Wait.
Online at
I know he does some other stuff for people.
303-713-TALK, 713-825, CentryRV.com. It is car day. We haven't had too many problems, but just so you know, Century RV sells new and used RVs. We love these people. They're really good people. Internet pricing. They're located exit 240 and I-25. That's north of the city. Along Frontage Road there, right before the turnoff to Longmont, exit 240. They're also west of the city, north of 6th Avenue, between Kipling and Sims, next to Woodley's. That's CentryRV.com, 303-453-1111, new and used RVs. Plus, they have a service department, which is really important, because they can service that stuff. Okay, so anyway, we're going to look into this, Cindy, with the Safeway. I can't really... We're going to have Deputy Doc Daphne will look into this. What we're going to say is, and Cindy, just so you know, if you're charged with a crime, even though it doesn't involve prison or jail, you will have the rights to get a copy of any kind of evidence against you, and they seem to be using this video. Okay? But, man, this I find very, very, very strange. That some guy from Safeway at the cashiers leaned over, grabbed your phone because you were recording it, and then you slapped his hand with a pen in it. Who knows? You may have poked him, okay? I don't know. But in any case, you were defending yourself. What I feel this way. Whenever people act inappropriately, you should bring it. I don't think it was you needed to slap him. You should have just gone to a manager immediately. And if this guy didn't like being recorded, it's not his right to grab your phone. Renee, what's going on with you, Renee?
Tom, how are you?
I'm doing good. What's going on with you today?
Well, so real quick story. I filed bankruptcy back in January. It was discharged in May, and I needed a new car. So for 2 months, I researched exactly what I really, really wanted and found it through CarMax. Dealt with a great guy on the phone for about an hour going over all the specs and the model and all that I wanted. The car that I wanted was in Tulsa, Oklahoma. I'm in Denver. So he put a hold on it. In the meantime, ran my credit and came back with 3 different offers from Capital One Auto Finance, AmeriCredit, and Ally. And Capital One came back with the best interest rate, which I expected to be high because of bankruptcy, but it was at 12%. The other 2 were at 21%. So I said, great, let's go with Capital One. Well, it took them 2 weeks to get the car to Denver, and when it finally arrived, I went in to pick up the car. I was super pleased, exactly what I wanted. But he said we had, the guy at the dealership said we had to rerun my credit because it had been 2 weeks. So they reran it and everything came back at 21%. The 12% was off the table completely.
Why? But why?
And
why?
So
why, Renee?
He just said, I'm not sure. He said it was the exact same companies. It was Capital One Finance. It was AmeriCredit, Ally.
Well, here's the
CarMax
problem, Renee.
also.
Here's the problem, and I'm not sure how you did it, but here are potential problems. The offer for 12% was not a contract unless it was written.
Right.
And if it was written, there's usually an expiration on it when it has to do with financing. Okay. This offer, and this is what I need to know, because I know where you're going. I think here's where you're going. Let me know if it is. You're saying, I would have bought it at 12, I can't buy it at 21, and I want out of the deal, or I want to force them to go to 12. What's your stand?
Well, honestly, I don't even have a problem paying the interest rate because I expected high. My concern came in that I had to wait 2 weeks for the car to get to the dealership.
In other words, it's not your fault, is what you're saying. I still don't get what you're saying. Are you saying you want to try to force them to do it at 12, or at 21 you don't want to buy it? Which one are you saying? Or neither?
No, I bought the car. I was completely happy with the car. So I bought the car, thrilled. I'm okay with the 21%, and that's kind of even a byproduct. My thing is, and sorry, what's the word? Correct me if I'm wrong, but when they run your credit, obviously they go through multiple agencies.
Right.
So it comes up on your credit report, many inquiries.
Right.
So that happened July 1st. So then when it came back on July 15th when the car was delivered, they reran it. So then again, multiple inquiries. And so I feel like that's affecting my credit more than anything.
Okay, that could have. What was the first time they ran it? What was the FICO?
God, honestly, off the top of my head, I don't know. I believe it was like a 620, 625.
And what was it afterwards?
It's still in that same range. Right now, it's about 637.
Okay, here's what I'm saying. If you're saying the mere fact that they ran the credit again cost you a few points in the interest rate, is that what you're saying?
Well, not even that. I'm just concerned that there's multiple inquiries, which I understand with the car.
Okay, Renee, this is how it works. This is how it works. Multiple inquiries on a credit report that end up in a loan are not negatives. If you have multiple inquiries, if you have multiple inquiries on your credit and it does not end up with a loan, it serves as a bit of a negative. Inquiries in and of themselves, I hate using the word algorithm, but they all run on an algorithm. A better word for it is a formula. They look at people, and there are so many little things that go into your credit. Like, for example, the length of time you live somewhere, or the length of time you've worked, or how many jobs you've worked, or how many times on the job. So even though you had a new job, you're making more money, the fact that you changed jobs is a negative, but the fact you're making more money is a positive. So it all goes into the pot. They stir it up and come up with a score. There is no perfect way to do it. What they do when it comes to inquiries, they don't like when they see inquiries that do not result in a loan, because to them it's saying that you're shopping for credit, you must want to buy something, but you got rejected everywhere you went. If you end up with a loan, all of the previous inquiries are disregarded. So now, I don't even think that's fair, by the way. There are so many stupid things on credit reports I don't agree with, but the problem is they do it. They all do it. So what were you going to say?
Got a break soon?
Were you thinking, let's say that the multiple things did affect your credit, even if it did, what I'm saying, and I don't think it did because you have a loan, even if it did, you have to consider this. Everyone is facing the same rules. Everyone. And it's going to happen to everyone, so you would have no actionable circumstance. It's a moot point whether or not it affected you. But in this case, it did not affect you. What I recommend you do is you make your payments on this 21% loan and then refinance it as soon as possible, because you will get a lower rate almost immediately if you prove you're creditworthy. We have more coming right up.
Clear? Nothing this break, you're good?
Now.
Impact Traffic. This report is sponsored.
Did you know the hormone bros moved?
From the Betfred Sports Traffic Center,
Oh.
an accident involving a semi.
They're 470 Ken Carl still, right? They're in the
No. They're 470 and
And a crash on
where is
West
this here?
Avenue just past Sheridan has things jammed back to Federal. Off-freeway, an accident on southbound
470 in Kipling.
the B470 still in the cleanup stages.
No, we got their old address on
Mix of clouds and sun this afternoon, a high near 90 with a
I'll get Daphne to change
tomorrow
that.
for your Saturday, partly cloudy with a high again in the upper 80s. Mostly sunny and cooler on Sunday.
Come on, Dan.
81 right now in Denver.
can't help me out
Traffic and
with this
weather.
shit off.
I'm Jimmy Road, 630 KNOW.
Woodley's Fine Furniture, specializing in custom upholstery, solid wood, and the most comfortable leather furniture imaginable. Proud to sell American-made products. Colorado-made, even better. You will not find better furniture in Colorado. Woodley's. Dora saw that her husband needed urgent medical treatment.
It took forever to get him out of the house and into the car. And the drive to the hospital.
Hey Tom, do you have Apple TV? Yeah, I have it. Why? Because they were advertising this show, Tehran.
What?
They're advertising. I saw a trailer for this movie called Tehran.
Yeah.
It's by the same guy that did Fowler. And it looks fantastic.
Oh, I didn't finish Fowler.
How many seasons was that? That was a good show.
Yeah, but Tehran looks really good.
That was a good show.
You have Apple TV, Dan?
No. How accurate do you think that was?
Fowler?
Yeah.
Pretty damn accurate.
You think?
I think so.
I think they all are in a way, don't you?
Wow, that's pretty scary. To me, those guys here, they would have been tortured and killed if they would have been found out, if they went in like that, and they had like no problem.
Man, I love the Narcos.
Do you? I haven't watched that.
Narcos is great.
Dan, are these not recyclable? This is not recyclable.
No.
You want monthly payments to focus on.
Do you know how many people don't know what's cyclable and what's not?
I know in different places are
And
different.
so what do? End up with shit?
I think it all ends up in the same spot. I think there's very little recycling now.
I know, because people don't know. I think the same thing. I think it's a waste.
I think people would be used to, I would not have any problem, like back home they actually have big bins that could go into and say, this is cardboard. You know, like big.
Yeah,
big
but you know
bins.
what? People don't know what is acceptable and what's not.
Yeah.
Well, they usually show...
Pizza boxes aren't recyclable.
This thing's taken a long time to cycle. You have to run it dry a few times. It's just starting to be... No, not even now.
Let me tell you, you hook that up to your ice cubes, crystal clear. Crystal clear ice cube. Yep. That'll be the biggest difference you'll see with that.
Is that with distilled water or purified water?
It's still the same.
No, it's not.
No, they're not.
No, it still has zero things in there.
Right.
No, I shouldn't say the same. No, this has all the impurities taken out. I mean, distilled is strictly water, H2O, so there would be no in there. But this here, what do you call that? Reverse osmosis.
Is it osmosis filter?
This is reverse osmosis, yeah.
It's got a pre-filter, reverse osmosis, and a post-filter. It's got a triple filter. And it's got a membrane as one of the filters.
Right.
I don't even know what reverse osmosis does.
It basically squishes it out into...
Osmosis means it goes from high concentration to low concentration. Reverse osmosis somehow uses pressure to go from low to high for some reason.
Syntask performance surface sanitizer and disinfectant spray.
My kids. My kids are coming, so I'm getting the house ready to be messed up.
All right.
Provides commercial laundry services to help minimize employee exposure.
They said, Dad, did you know you're a fanatic? I said, no, I'm not.
Tell them that, you just OCD and you don't want to take any medication for it.
See, but it gets clear, and then when I start it again, he goes back to smoking.
You should tell them I'm only like this for you because I want to be a good example.
It may be too late for that already.
I asked how the sound was, and I get an answer back. I think it's good. I think everybody likes it.
What is that blue used for? Off the air?
What's that?
That blue is off the air?
This year? Yep.
That's all it is?
Yep.
Oh. Get her down. Hi, Tom Martino
here. My goodness, have we had a wild ride of a show. So where's the woman with the credit there? Oh, we answered her question, I think. But anyway, we're still looking for a recipient for the 2002 Chrysler Town & Country 96,000 miles with a wheelchair lift and an electric wheelchair that goes along with it for $3,000.
We've gotten a few more inquiries.
Good, and we're going to go through them, make sure we can bless someone who really needs it. That would be really good. Okay, 303-71. Well, yeah, if you called right this minute, I could get you in. Otherwise, tough luck. But I do have things to discuss today. I got to look in my booth here. Hold on. Where is it? There it is, follow-ups. On COVID-19, some stuff you may want to know. People have been paying more for products and services during COVID-19. Do you know what was most affected? Here is a research company called C&R Research. They surveyed consumers around the country. And here's what we have found. They found 85% of consumers are paying more for groceries. 85%. Okay? So most Americans basically are paying most for. I don't find that hard to believe. I noticed that toilet paper went up and a lot of things went up. Meat, eggs, and milk are the three items that went up the most. Milk, eggs, and meat. What do you think? That's what they found. You can just talk. It's on.
Hey, Tom, I just got something. There's been a lot of Amazon scams.
Yes, we know that, right? Saying your account,
right,
something's up.
But I have the actual number for customer service.
For real Amazon.
For real Amazon.
How do you know it's real Amazon?
Because I got it from a reliable source.
Okay.
It's 888-280-4331. So if you get...
Are you positive now? I just want to make sure, okay. Because, I mean, okay. Who's your source, may I ask?
It's the Ford. There's Ford people at AARP.
Okay, good. 888 what?
888-280-4331. So
Okay.
if you get something from Amazon, do not call back any number except that number.
And I found it right here, Amazon.com. It says this is the only genuine number, that there have been a lot of phony numbers out there. Good. So, see, in his spare time, he also does Fraud Watch over there on for AARP, AARP, and that's where he got it, 888-280-4331. Thank you. So as I was saying, thank you. Meat, eggs, and milk were among the most, and then we had some other areas. Hold on, here it is. Okay. The top ways consumers are cutting back. They're eating less meat. They're doing coupon shopping or other discounts, including, by the way, online for stuff that's not perishable. They're eating less poultry. They're avoiding organic. Organic took a big hit during COVID because people are saying, look, I don't think it's worth the extra money. Buying in bulk, a lot of people are doing. Costco and Sam's Club are doing well. 75% still feel uncomfortable when shopping due to COVID. That's a big number, 75%. Well, I'm going to tell you the truth, even though I think, it's sadly exaggerated as far as the deaths and all that, and we're lied to a lot about the stats. We really are. I'm still very careful and concerned. I don't want to get sick. Obviously only a fool wants to get sick. Now, we don't know everything about this virus. We know it has a very low death rate. We know it affects mostly those who have, in fact, most everyone has had some kind of comorbidity. In very few circumstances, and this is what the media highlights, they love highlighting the ones that they say had nothing else. Because they want to strike fear in you that it will kill you even if you're 100% healthy no matter what and young, which is not true, okay? And people who have died that apparently were 100% healthy and all of that, they find other problems later on. We just don't see the follow-ups. Even on CDC, they've actually updated their information to say that what they said about the aerosol transmission is inaccurate. It does not hang in the air for more than an hour. Or they used to say it was 9 to 13 to 20 hours, and they say now that is wrong. Okay, we're out of time. Don't forget referralist.com for help, information, referrals. Save all your problems for me. Thanks, man.
I have a great thing to ask on Monday.
Ask Daff what that. She said a caller has a thing for her.
Yeah. Do you feel comfortable? Where you can have Safeway or King Soopers or whatever it is, bring your groceries to your house.
I haven't done it, but I would feel comfortable.
What would you feel when you go to the store?
What's the sound effect for Daff?
When you look at the meat or the produce, don't you want to pick? There's something about.
Oh, I get it. No, on certain things,
see y'all.
I won't be there.
Yeah, but me.
See y'all Monday.
I know what he means.
But
I know what you mean.
I would.